Yo, people always ask me what kind of frames I'm rocking. I've been rocking Caddis for a couple years. They make amazing progressive readers, which I wear. Also, they make sunglass readers, anti-glare, anti-smudge coating, anti-scratch, and anti-aging. That's why I look mad young when I wear them. I'm just kidding. But they make amazing frames. Caddis, so stoked to have you guys part of the podcast. You can go to caddislife.com/Toby10 and get $10 off your first purchase. Stoked. Thank you, Caddis. Welcome to the fam. Yo, Liquid Death, thank you so much for hydrating all my guests, taking care of me and my family and my friends. Love your water, love your brand, love what you stand for, love what you give back to the community. If you want to learn more about Liquid Death and how it started, listen to episode 115 with the co-founder, owner, and creator of Liquid Death, Mike Cesario. Just a punk rock skateboarding kid from Delaware with a dream. It's an incredible story, incredible journey. They have now blessed me with my own code. So if you go liquiddeath.com/Toby, you get free shipping on any items you order from liquiddeath.com. Thank you so much, Liquid Death. Death to plastic, murder your thirst. Stay hydrated. You know H2O saves lives. Check.
Check your mother.
Check. Check
your mother.
Check yourself and wreck yourself. Okay, I'm going to do the intro. Welcome to the One Life One Chance podcast. I'm your host, Toby Morse. Today I have two amazing women in my kitchen that we've been talking about doing this for almost a year and a half.
Oh, my God.
Chris Kushner, welcome here. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
Drea De Matteo, did I say your name correctly?
You did, Toby. That's nice. I know you wanted to call me a Jennings.
No, I just saw that. Thank you for being here, both of you. I have a lot of notes. I have a lot of things. We'll get to all that, but thanks for being here. I appreciate it.
We love
in
it.
the middle of a pandemic or whatever it's called.
Thanks for having us, even though we just had the Rona.
It's all good.
Dre and I had Rona together.
We've all had
we
it.
do everything together, Dre.
Everything. We sat in a bathtub together at Christmas on Christmas.
I love
with
that.
the coronavirus.
I'm happy we got it with my wife and my son to do it together with somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've been stuck to be separated in the house.
Well, and we were sick with so many friends. It was like we had 20 friends on both sides that were sick, so we get to compare notes. We were like, "Are you dying yet?"
Well, my family all
sense of
had
smell,
it
yeah.
but me, and I just literally like went and made out with my husband because I'm like, nice, Dre. Nice with
that
the
was
phone.
my
I thought
fault.
she'd be the most professional.
I
How that
mean,
happened?
this
How
is
do
what
I
We
do
happens.
just
this
talked
with my
about a ringer
phone?
being on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn this shit off.
Can't
I'm
take
really
credit. You got some
sorry,
responsibilities, though.
guys. It's because I have kids, but
I hear you.
wait a minute. Why? It says silent mode, guys.
Oh, she's technologically challenged.
Let's see what happens.
For sure.
It says silent mode. I swear.
So,
Yes.
where do we start? Okay, Jersey and New York, right? Both of you guys.
Yep.
And how did you both meet?
How did people ask this question and we still.
I'll tell you how we met. I mean, I've known her husband for a really long time, Dave Kushner. He was in Velvet Revolver.
Yes.
But
Danzig.
Wasted Youth.
That's
Danzig,
that's OG
yeah.
shit.
I didn't know
yeah.
he was in all the. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See what I learned
like
today?
Old school.
He is
LA
old
boy.
school.
Wow.
So you knew him first?
I knew Dave first, even though those were the days of my wild partying days. I don't remember too much, but I do remember her walking down the stairs at our kids' school, and she had no makeup on except for big red lips and a little schoolboy cap, and I was like,
I have that cap right here.
that hot mom.
Stop.
And then they call me the dirty dentist, so I noticed her teeth first.
And then
so
she
I was
put on
like-
her glasses and she's like,
I was
oh.
like, oh my
Joking.
God, look at those teeth on this thing. She
What,
could
they call you
really
the dirty
chew
dentist?
a carrot.
She's
This one. Look at
obsessed
the way
with
she could
people-
chomp on a fucking carrot.
She's so weird,
I'm
man.
gonna get a carrot
She's
for this
obsessed-
bitch.
She's obsessed with people's teeth. So
You're obsessed with people's teeth?
yeah, and Dre just like it doesn't matter if you're a man, a woman, a horse. She finds the beauty in everyone. I mean, which is very attractive aspect of who she is.
Wow. So you're all about hygiene and you floss a lot and all that stuff?
No.
You got good teeth too? Yeah, you got good teeth.
We both have buck teeth.
I was buck.
I've seen buck teeth. That doesn't really
Oh, we
buck
have
teeth.
No,
slight
people.
buck.
No, I still have a buck, but
Bucky.
in junior
I'm gonna call you
high,
Bucky from
people
now on.
used to call me Bucky. Oh my God, you're gonna
No
make
way.
me twitch.
Are you fucking
Oh my
serious?
God, I got
Twitch?
bullied. It was a whole thing. Yeah, we'll get
Really?
into that. Oh my God,
They called you
girls were
Bucky?
mean.
You don't have buck teeth though.
Well, I had braces. I had to. Waylon had buck teeth too. My son.
Teeth are so important.
Blackjacks
Yeah.
are super bucked.
Oh my God.
He's got his dad's teeth. Oh shit.
So you guys take.
Wait, so that's how we.
So you met because your teeth. Okay.
Well, we met because Dave would always be like, he worked on Sons of Anarchy with Dre.
Yeah, amazing.
And something else. I don't even know. But he would be like, oh, she's so cool. You should be friends with her. You guys would really get along. So, and then our kids just kind of attracted each other at school. Oh my God, Dre. Seriously?
I cannot believe this, man.
No,
She's
but you know
the
what?
actress.
It's not my email.
MyFirstPodcast.com.
Yeah. Welcome to my world,
you guys already
Toby.
have podcasts already, though.
Welcome to my world.
It's all
I'm
good. You
turning
guys,
it off.
you guys
I'm
are busy
turning this
people.
thing off.
Just
How do
shut
we
it
turn
off.
the phone off?
Oh
Oh
Completely.
my God.
So at the school is where you guys met, all that.
Yeah, and then our daughters really bonded. Our sons are crazy.
They're both named Waylon.
Yeah. Yes.
Awesome.
Crazy. Hers
that's-
Blackjack.
We call my guy Blackjack though.
Yeah.
So that's where it all started.
It all started there.
And
a
when
couple
did you
years
both
ago.
come to LA? How long ago?
Oh my God. I'm like 20 years. 20.
Me too. I'm 18 years.
You're
old.
18. Yeah.
I think I'm 18,
Yeah, 2001.
and we're about to leave now.
Yeah.
About to make that mission, huh?
We're about to make that move.
Maybe. Yes.
Big move.
A lot of people are doing that, though.
I know. It's crazy. I heard that all the U-Haul trucks are all, you can't get one to go to Texas.
You sent me that.
I
That was
know,
so fun.
it's
But they said
crazy.
they mentioned Tennessee and Florida too. Those are our three options. at
Those are the
the
three
moment.
options.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, the grass could be greener.
You never know.
You never know. A lot of people are leaving, yeah.
I think LA needs like 3 to 5 years to correct itself,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll be back.
Yeah, we'll come back.
Could you both go back to New York or New Jersey at this point, or no?
No.
I mean, I
got
like
nothing
I
there.
feel like the way the world's going right now, it's better to try to hang on to a little bit of freedom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, New York's pretty locked down as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not the New York that
I know.
It's not our New York, man. This isn't our California either.
I know. I just went to New York recently. I felt so old. I was walking around there with my son. He loved it, but it was just so different.
Why did it feel young?
Everybody was so young, and I
Really?
felt old. Yeah, I was walking around like the
Really?
Lower East Side, different spots, and it's just like this young energy, and yeah, it felt strange actually. And all my
Really?
favorite restaurants are gone, and the club. Obviously, it's been wild.
No,
but
the only thing that's weird is that you need like 18 IDs to get into any establishments
Yeah, that's
now
true
in New
too.
York.
That's
Yeah.
true tue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a different time, man. But growing up there was, I mean, so you were born in Brooklyn, correct?
In Queens, yeah.
Queens.
Are you from New York?
I'm from Massachusetts. I moved to New York in '88. Yeah,
East
Masshole?
Coast.
I'm not a mass.
You
I
a
was-
masshole?
I lived in Rhode Island before that. Yeah.
Come on.
I was only born there. I didn't really do things there. I moved to Rhode Island after that. Yeah.
I knew I liked you, East Coast.
I'm an East Coast mutt. Yeah, I was everywhere. I was Maryland, D.C., all that shit before New York. Okay, so yeah, so you were born in Queens,
Queens, yeah.
on the border or something,
It
right?
was-
Whitestone?
Yes.
Okay.
Malba, which was like the fancy part of Whitestone.
Yeah.
It was like mafia and some money there. It was on
Yeah.
the water. So it was like right under the Whitestone Bridge. A lot of crazy shit happened there though.
Yeah.
Big car theft, the car theft nation.
Oh my God, really?
I was caught in a fucking stolen car every other week.
Really?
That's probably why I don't drive.
Wow. Oh, you don't drive?
No.
Oh my God, she's an old lady.
And I
Wait a
live
second.
here and I don't drive.
Guess
I'm
who's
like,
her driver?
Wait a
Driving
second.
Miss Daisy.
I didn't get my license until I was 33 until I moved here. I never drove either. It was scary.
Really?
Yeah. My wife's
you're-
like, if
You
don't.
guys are hypochondriacs.
Yo, it's so.
You guys are so. I can't.
I
you
can't
gu-
drive
you
on
know-
highways too.
You guys
I don't
should-
do
I
I don't
highways.
drive at all.
I Uber to get
You
tattooed
guys
in Orange
should
County.
never hang out.
Stop it.
Actually,
I swear to God, I don't go on highways. I only Uber. My wife thinks I'm totally insane.
Oh my God.
And
I
she told me
love
when my
you.
son was born that I couldn't be there in the room when she had him if I didn't get my license and drive her there. So I had to step it up, get my license, and take my wife when we had the baby.
Oh my
She was
God.
like, "Fuck you, you better learn how to drive."
I suddenly see me driving both of you.
I don't even have a car
around.
right now. Yo, I don't have a car right now. I sold my car and I gave all the money to my son and bought him a new car.
Oh, that's
So I
a
like
good
walking Uber. I take those scooters. I don't give a fuck. I love walking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do too. Well,
I need my.
I live at the
So
Talk
you,
about-
top of a mountain.
so you never had a license?
Mm.
You had to have a license.
I do.
Okay.
I do have a driver's license, and if I had to drive, she's gonna cry up. Today, can we go to a parking lot and drive for a little?
Yes.
Practice.
Totally.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing. Yeah, I hate driving. I avoid it as all possible.
I love
loved
it. That's
it.
my freedom. Talk about freedom. Like
That's
that's
true.
Oh, just to be able to do what. No,
My
I
son
don't.
There's
Get,
a
driving.
psychological past life something for me because I've had so many bad experiences in cars. The fact that I wouldn't want to man my own vehicle makes no sense.
I've been driving into New York City since I've been like 11 with
That's
a fake ID. No, like 13.
Wow, I
but
can see it.
seriously.
Yeah,
I would
but
just like steal my mom's car at 13 and drive from Wayne, New Jersey into Manhattan.
I was
with
thinking
my
about going
friends.
to like get like a hypnotized or something to learn how to drive on the highway. Just something.
I did.
Oh, you did? It didn't work?
No.
So when's the last time you drove, actually?
I had this boyfriend who was drinking a lot, so I had to drive. I had no choice. I drove one big party night before I had the kids with Shooter. He got drunk and banged his head or something. I had to drive the Escalade home. I was like, oh Christ, that's a big one.
And she got into an accident, right?
No. No, there was one time when the other boyfriend, that was even years before, couldn't drive because he was drinking, and I backed into a tombstone in the cemetery in the Hamptons.
What were we doing in the cemetery?
There's little cemeteries everywhere, and I was making a U-turn. I was doing what are those turns
A
called?
K-turn.
A K-turn.
It's
a
Kushner
turn.
A Kushner turn.
Wow.
We're going to.
So who takes the kids to school? Your man?
Well, when he's in town, yes, and when he's not, it's I have an assistant who picks, and I go.
Okay.
I sit in the passenger seat. And I can't even really afford it at this point anymore. But it's like, what am I gonna do? And my kid goes to school downtown.
Downtown?
Yeah. So I'm back and forth downtown all morning, afternoon, and I'm always in the car like the weirdo. Even my kid's in high school, and I'm still in the car.
She's like, Mom, can you please stay home?
So wherever you move to, you probably have to drive. Maybe you guys end up living.
Or I can put an ad
on
God. Craigslist.
Oh, yeah, you can do that.
Want to drive me everywhere?
I hate drive. That's amazing.
Oh my
God.
God.
My wife makes fun of me all the time.
These kids are like, when they come to
meet,
they think they're coming for an assistant job. I'm like, the only thing I need you to do
is drive me.
Drive me. You're always with me. You're never going to do anything without me.
Yeah.
And they must be like, Christ.
You think this from growing up in the East and not really having to drive where we lived?
Well, in Manhattan, I never had to drive.
No, you walked
because I was in Manhattan most of the time. But I also always had cars, and I started driving when I was 16. I started young, and all my boyfriends liked my cars.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't let me drive. And then my parents would also be like, let me send the driver, because they didn't drive. My dad didn't drive.
Oh, wow, okay.
And it wasn't like
this
he was
is
like
why. Yeah.
He wasn't like
sense.
super rich, but he was super Italian.
Okay.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So he had somebody driving him everywhere.
Wow.
And I got used to that. And they would send the driver. Let me send you the driver, babe. Don't drive. I'm going to send you the driver.
Oh my God.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
They can be grown-ups and not drive.
I don't.
I'm going to be 50 and I don't drive. You know how embarrassing it is?
I mean, but you can drive, right?
I can't drive.
Toby?
I have friends in their 50s. I won't say their names. They're in some bands. They don't drive either. They live out here. It's crazy. Take Ubers or whatever they do.
A lot of people
What did they do
are into the
before
Ubering.
Yeah.
Thank God for taxis. Remember, independent taxi cab.
Beverly
company?
Hills taxi.
Yeah.
Or in New York, the black car, whatever they would call it in New York, like all
The gypsy cabs.
Yeah. So I lived in Lower East Side. That's where I moved here from with my wife. Did you have Great Danes?
You knew my Great Danes?
We used to see you walking around. I didn't know you. All my friends would hang out down there because I know Phil Martin and all that. We used to be walking around with your dogs through the city and shit. We're like, that goes badass. We used to always see you.
You had two of them?
Yeah,
my two Great Danes and a bulldog. I had three.
That's
and
pretty
a German
hot.
Shepherd too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and sometimes I'd have them all.
Wow.
But it was mostly two Great Danes and a bulldog.
Oh my
I remember
God.
that. It's crazy. Because where was your store at? What street was it on?
That was 13th
Street.
and A and B.
Okay.
With the sparkle paint that you have here in your kitchen.
I love this
Yeah,
kitchen.
and that was A and B when it was kind of sketchy back then.
It was sketch.
Yeah,
It was
it's so
100%
different now.
sketchy. Yeah. I don't know what it was like after I was gone, but it was.
Yeah. I know because my wife worked at Beauty Bar and the owner, Deb Parker, she had bought a building on Avenue B and gutted it back then when nobody was doing that.
Wow. Yeah, it was definitely because we had a lot of square feet too for for Manhattan. I think it was like almost 4,000 square feet.
That's
my ex
huge.
had an
That's big for-
apartment
Yeah.
above the store. It was a big shop.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so you didn't know each other on the East Coast, only to get out here. That's crazy.
How long have you been out here, Jay?
I think we bought that house in 2004 or 3.
That's the same thing with me, Rapport. We didn't know each other in New York, and we were always around the same areas, but we met out here. It's crazy. Because we were from different worlds. Like he was hip-hop, I was in the punk rock, whatever. Like,
I've definitely bonded with most of my friends in California that were from New York that I probably barely saw in New York
so
and
crazy.
out here because I think we're all kind of transplants and didn't know we kind of wanted to stick to our own kind.
Totally.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, okay, so let's take it back. So you have siblings too?
I have an older brother. Yeah,
Okay.
he's in Atlanta.
Okay.
Yes.
And you guys are close?
Yeah, we're close. I mean, he's, it's like we're 6 years apart.
Yeah.
So, my kids are 22 months apart. There's a different
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
different, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like as we grew up, we became closer. But yeah, typical older
It's the
brother
same
shit.
with my brother. My brother's 7 years older and 11 and 10 years older.
Oh wow.
See, we got a lot in common,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that your brother. I feel like I know your brother
I
after I
know.
watched him get oiled up while he had the coronavirus.
He had coronavirus at the same time we
Oh,
did too.
shit.
She sent me a video
Yes.
of his wife putting essential oils all over his back.
Oh, really?
He sent
For
me
the
that.
Rona?
He goes, do this because he said that if you put peppermint oil and olive oil mixed together, I don't know. He's like,
She was rubbing him down, and she sent me a video.
I
to calm
was-
me
wait,
down
hold
because
on.
I was probably losing my mind.
Wait, let's
Yeah.
be clear. I was not rubbing my brother down.
Yeah.
His wife was rubbing.
I know.
Just so we're all on the same page here.
So you said something. You grew up in like a hotel.
Well, my parents. Well, I grew up in Wayne, which was about
I know Wayne.
15 minutes outside of Montclair.
I
Montclair.
know Wayne.
I know Wayne. Little Wayne. Montclair was like 15, 20 minutes outside Manhattan. My dad bought this like old mansion and turned it into like executive suites.
Oh, that's cool.
And since then, we just sold it to Bobby Brown Cosmetics.
Bobby Brown.
Yeah, the cosmetic chick.
Okay.
And she turned it into.
I thought it was Bobby Brown. He has
No,
his own
that's what I
cosmetics.
thought when my parents told me. But no, she turned it into this
That
like.
would be really cool.
I
Now it's
know.
like a landmark. It used to be called the Georgian Inn, and she changed it to the George, and apparently a lot of people are staying there. It's pretty
awesome.
cool.
Gorgeous.
It's gorgeous. It looks
I
like
wish
a
you
mini.
had it. I'm bummed out that it's not.
It
your
looks
hotel.
like the Chateau Marmont, but like
Yeah.
shrunken down.
Yeah.
And she made it into something really cool.
The
so
video
now
you showed me of them moving it.
Oh yeah, they picked up there's 3 buildings on the property. They picked up one of the buildings, which was like, 8,000 square feet to 10,000 square feet, and lifted it and moved it to the other side of the parking lot. Bobby Brown sold her company for like something crazy, like 200 million plus. So
Jesus.
she had the money to do stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that
yeah.
and figure it out. My parents wanted out. They wanted to go to Florida, of course.
Yeah.
So Florida. They went to Florida.
We may be in Florida soon.
We'll go to Florida.
I've been to Florida in years. It'd be interesting to see what it's like. Stay there more than like a couple of days. Get the vibes.
might get
right
old.
now
Super
it's
muggy.
I love the weather. I love that you feel young. Look at J-Lo's skin. Come on.
So you miss the mugginess of the East Coast?
I don't.
I do.
My wife
The
does that.
summertime is
hate
great. It feels like a
Mosquitoes and shit.
warm summer blanket.
I like it at night. I don't mind the hot nights because in LA we don't get so many hot
know.
nights. I love a hot night, but that humidity in the middle of the
know.
day, sticky.
It's not that bad.
Let's try to think of 3 things right now we love about California.
Oh, you're
Obviously-
gonna PMA. Go ahead, Toby.
Okay, the weather.
Yes.
Yep.
The space. I like the space. Coming
The
from Manhattan
mount-
is different.
the mountains.
The mountains. You can snowboard. You can go surfing.
Listen, it's great here.
Don't even get
The
me
taxes
started.
suck. We got a lot of crazy rules right now. That sucks.
Sucks.
Um,
Earthquakes are not great.
yeah, that's not great. But I don't miss blizzards. I don't miss
The
I don't know
ocean.
hurricanes. Oh, the ocean.
The ocean.
Which I never fucked with the ocean to the pandemic. My son started surfing. I started going in more and more, and now I appreciate it. And I kind of think I want to live by the ocean someday.
I'm
Maybe.
I'm a Pisces, so I'm like a fish. I need the water.
I always used to say to my kids when we would go back and forth so much to New York and LA because we lived in both.
Yeah.
I was like, New York's the best city. California's the best state. I was like, it's the only state that has every terrain you can imagine, from the
true.
mountains to the ocean. To the desert. Like you just have such the sequoias, Yosemite. Like you have the most beautiful things here in California.
I think we're lucky that we got 20 great years here.
I
Yeah.
don't want to leave, man.
I don't either.
I'm
I know.
heartbroken. I'm heartbroken.
I know.
But I know I have to go. I know I can't afford it. I know that things are just getting too crazy
Yeah.
here politically.
The homeless
and I've never
situation's
cared
out of
about that
control.
stuff, but I just feel like it's time, like just to take a break from it.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm being pushed out of here. Actually, I actually feel like I've been exiled to a degree. Even with my house and
And you get the big 5-0 coming, so that's great. Make it change. you
Yes,
know?
it's
Huge
birthday
change.
week. It's birthday
Second
week.
chapter
change,
of your
big
life.
change.
You know what I mean?
yeah.
I think that's California.
Change
I don't
is
know, man. I don't know
good.
where I would go, man.
But the thing is, like, what
Nothing
we think of
compares.
stuff in absolutes. Like, this doesn't have to be like that. I think of it like, okay, if I move somewhere, maybe that's my 5-year.
Yeah.
And then my kids graduate high school, and then I can buy a place back here. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be fluid.
I'm trying to see what my son's going to do too. Like if my son makes a move, then it's kind of like, okay, he's But he loves Cali. He's born and
a
raised
Cali
here.
boy.
He surfs.
Yeah.
This is his life, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And my wife's from Chicago. I'm from the East, so it's like I don't know, man, where we go, you know.
I mean, thank God my kids they don't really care that much about moving, but we just let the house tell us what to do. The house was just like, we're gonna flood today. The whole house is gonna flood today. So we're gonna, you know.
Oh, during the rains recently?
No. Sears left a fucking hose running.
Oh shit!
When they delivered my fridge,
She was
gone.
She was gone for a month.
I was gone, so the hose was running for 30 days.
Holy shit!
Yeah, crazy.
So it just feels like I'm always getting pushed these days to be like, it's time to go.
I feel like it sucks if you live in California first, because we've all been spoiled
Yes.
with, you know, the environment, the weather, everything that it has to offer. It's like I always said, you can't live in LA or California first and then move into Manhattan, because you need the money and you need, you know what I mean? It's a different.
I was excited to move back to the city. That was the goal. Bama wanted to go to LaGuardia for 9th grade, and I always made a deal with her dad, like he'd be okay with her going because he lives here. But he knew that, you know, I gave him this many years on this side.
Yeah.
It's time for me to go home, be with my mom. But it's like, who wants to go to New York after we've just been locked down
I know.
for so long? Like, it's the last place we want to go. So I really appreciated California for the first time.
Yeah.
In the lockdown. I was like, God, this is a gift, man. We are lucky. I felt so bad for all my friends back east.
Backyards.
It hit hard too. New York
apartments,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And I was just like, damn. And now I feel like my house is like, get out.
It's time to go.
Get out.
The walls are moving.
And so you guys are gonna move together if you do it.
Well, I mean, we
It's
would
a
love
family
to.
move.
We
Yeah.
would love
If
to.
she likes Texas and I like Texas, then we'll do it. But she does not want to be in Tennessee. And I have ties to Tennessee.
I
so
know. That's the thing. I don't know. I just, you know, when you go somewhere and you just don't feel right in your skin, that I tried. I gave it a 2-trip try.
It was the winter.
Yeah.
And it was the winter, but I wanted to see the worst case scenario. So now I'm going, you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
It wasn't for
but
me.
At least there's music. It's still a big music town, and it's not just country.
It's everything.
You know, it's everything now, because every musician has
moved
moved
there.
there.
That was one of the questions. So did either of you do music or play music or?
Nope.
No, it's the boys and my daughter now.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The men and my
So you never
daughters.
tried instruments or singing or anything?
I mean, I played piano for like 10 years and I can play one song.
Okay.
When the Saints go marching in. No, we're not musicians at all.
We rocking a guitar or something or anything?
No, we married musicians.
I know. I was going to say that.
Yeah.
I play that instrument.
Yes.
You know what I mean? This time I'm playing the drummer.
Yeah.
I've gone through every band member.
Yes.
Well, you guys love music. You can tell. You guys always been into that, right?
Yes.
That's
Big music
Yeah,
freaks.
absolutely.
But yeah, so you always attracted to musicians.
Well, yeah.
Sadly,
Yes.
for me, I'm gonna say sadly, Toby. I'm
Oh,
not gonna promote this.
Oh, the
this
baby,
way
the
of life.
dad is musician too, right? As well.
Shooter Jennings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah, he's a musician. They're all. But my daughter now, it's my daughter.
Country royalty.
Yeah.
Now my daughter is the one, and I'm just sort of like, you know what? I am never fucking with another musician again. I got one right here. She plays all day, and when she goes to her dad's, she FaceTimes me, so I can hear her playing everything
awesome.
she's playing.
You don't. First of all, you don't
That's
have to fuck
cute.
with any more musicians, because Robbie's band, All Them Witches, is insane, and Robbie's the nicest
I
guy
know.
in the
Yeah.
world.
But I always
She
say
went
to
for
even
the nice
Robbie,
guy.
I'm like, dude,
That's good.
I was like, I was never gonna go out with another musician. I was like, how did you creep the fuck in?
Was it like that motion?
Instagram.
Oh, that's how it happened.
He slid in
The
on the
DMs?
fucking DM.
Come on, man.
It
I'm
happens.
like a 12-year-old.
That's how that happened.
It's for real.
It's how it happens.
Wow.
I
It's for
posted
real.
a video of them. I went to go see their band.
As a fan.
No, because my my
Ex-boyfriend?
other ex, who I was still, interested in and in love with, I thought, he loves this band. I'm going to go see if he's there. Maybe he's there.
It was stalking him in a sense.
I was stalking my ex-boyfriend. Maybe
Oh,
he's,
that's
like a
cute.
kid. I was like a kid. I was like, maybe he'll be there and I could see him and we could hook up and whatever. And I made a video. I fucking made a video of the band. I couldn't see them because it was sold out or packed or whatever, but I just filmed up here. The arm was up. You can't see me guys at home, but my arm was up over all the people's heads. And I said, awesome, these guys rule. And they ruled. They were so good. They were amazing.
And you posted about it.
And I posted, but I never saw the band. I never even
Okay.
saw what I posted.
Yeah.
And then he slid in on the DM. The merch guy tried to give me shit as I was walking out. And then the merch guy said, "Yo, the chick from The Sopranos was here. You should hit her up. You should she posted something. You should send her some more merch. She didn't want anything."
Wow.
And that was it.
Holy
That was
shit.
A couple years later,
and
here
he
we
was
are.
like texting me, and I'm like, "Who are you? Are you the manager?" Like, what? He's like, "I want to send you some merch and this and that." And I go, "Sure, send me some shit." And then I would post shit that they would send me. I had no idea who I was talking to. And this went on for like a year or two.
Almost.
I remember, and then
You
she
think
was,
you're getting catfished at first, or no?
No, I thought I was dealing with the band's
okay.
manager. He was being cool, you
Yeah.
know, whatever. I didn't really pay it much mind.
So you went to go see your ex's favorite band in a sense, and then now
I don't know if it was his favorite.
wanted
It was
to
the band's.
hopefully see him, and now you ended up being with the band you went to go see.
Yes, yeah. And then
That's amazing.
It's a good story.
Is he
so
younger?
Stupid.
yes.
Yeah.
Way
I could see. I saw that. I could tell. Yeah.
He's way younger.
He's
Yeah.
so sweet.
But he sent me all this weird artwork. And he goes, "Throw it out if you don't like it." And I was like, "Why is he sending me?" I thought he was sending me band merch. Now I'm getting personal photographs and art and like all this like crazy shit.
Was that kind of weird at first?
At first I was unclear about what
Yeah.
was going on. But then he wrote me and he goes, "I'm going to be in LA."
And then she saw him.
recording or some shit. And I was wondering if you wanted to get a beer, and I go, "Sure." And he told me
Oh,
he
I
was
remember.
never coming to LA. That he just wrote me that message to see if I'd say yes, and then he'd book a trip to LA.
No
so
way.
Robbie,
That's so
by the
romantic.
way. That's so Robbie.
And then
That's
they
so
took
cute.
acid the night before, and he's like, "I'm canceling on this chick. I can't do it. I'll freak out. I can't go anywhere near her." And that was it. And then
That's really cute. I just said he was going to come out there. He booked a flight to see you.
I know.
Wow.
That is a good story.
We were gonna go. His friend wanted to see the Steve Miller band. So he goes, "Do you want to go see the Steve Miller band?" I was like, "How old is this motherfucker? That he
Miller
wants to
band's
go see
awesome.
the Steve Miller band." And then
Old soul.
But I knew he was younger. I figured it out, and I go, "Why don't we go see Cadaver?"
Okay.
So we went to Cadaver, and that was our first date.
And the rest
That's
is
my
history.
story.
How'd you
Goodbye,
meet your
guys.
man?
Actually, do you know Joey? Joey C.
Yeah, my boy. Yeah.
So Joey C, drummer from Queens of Stone Age, and what
Bronx
is
and
he in
Circle
now?
Jerks,
Circle Jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is my pod.
He's having another baby.
I know.
A girl.
He's
I know.
killing it,
He's
yeah.
got 3 boys and 1 girl on the way.
He's a machine, I told him. Yeah.
A machine, and they're the cutest kids. Anyway,
Yeah.
so he was dating Joey and one of my really good friends, Evelyn. Were dating for like 8 years,
Yeah.
and then they set Dave and I up.
Awesome.
We didn't really know we were being set
Yeah.
up, and then we met again at their birthday party. So,
How long you guys been together for now?
oh my God, I think
100 years.
100 years. I feel like
best guy ever.
18 years. 18 years married.
Wow, that's awesome.
And we dated for 2 years. And this is we were dating before Dave got in Velvet Revolver,
Okay.
and then the band started.
So he's from out here, right?
LA
Okay,
boy,
yeah.
born and raised.
Wasted
Yeah.
Youth, obviously.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
I know, it's so crazy. I was like, LA, I don't know anyone from LA. That's weird.
Yeah,
You
me-
must
yeah.
be. And he was like, he's a single, not a single. There's no brothers and sisters. I'm like, oh, this guy's gonna be weird. And he ended up being like the nicest.
He's the saint.
He's gonna be weird.
Dre calls him the saint because he's so
Yeah.
nice.
That's awesome.
So yeah, I went for the good guy too.
Yeah.
So
I've been married 25 years now.
really
Pretty crazy, yeah.
And you have just one too, right?
One and done.
One and done.
My wife may maybe get the snip.
Do you know
after
that Scott
yeah.
Weiland used to tell me that?
She shut me down after
Yeah,
that.
I
my
made
wife.
Dave get that too. But Scott,
yeah?
when we were on
One and
tour,
done.
Give me more babies.
when we were
Yeah, you
on,
want more?
Yeah, I want more.
I would do anything for more babies.
We're too old.
The 36-year-old's like, "No thanks." And your 2 are enough. Thank you very much.
Yeah, two's good. Yeah.
Two's good.
You have
Scott
two?
Weiland used to say on tour, 1 is fun. And this is before we had any kids. And they were all travel with their kids and their
That's what I did,
nannies and
yeah.
everything. And I was like, oh, we're not even having, we were so happy. And then we had kids and colicky,
Yeah.
all of his shit. Yeah,
I
it was
loved
tough.
every minute of it.
I
Yeah,
love
my
it.
wife did too. Being pregnant,
So-
you mean and stuff? Yeah.
No, I hated being
Okay,
pregnant.
you
but
loved every-
but I loved every minute of every other aspect of it.
Yeah.
I'm
Still,
enjoying
it
it
goes
now.
last
fast,
night.
man.
Even last night when I was going in their room just to turn their lights on and turn their beds down, and my daughter is 14 and he's 10, but just going in there with their stupid little routine still, and I still lay in there like a crazy
I do
person.
too.
that
I love
shit,
it.
man.
You know.
I know. I have that. What's that called? Leaving the nest syndrome thing coming because my son's 18, and I'm just like, stay as long as you want. You know, Billie Eilish, she lives at home still. She's 19. You know what
I would
mean?
do
You
that
could
too. I don't get
you
the
could stay
parents who
here.
I don't get the parents who like kick.
I
I
know.
mean,
My
I
mom
don't.
kicked me out at 17. I fucking still resent her for that. Probably this.
Oh,
day
my
and
kids
age.
can live with me as
I hope
long
Bama
as they
stays with
want.
me forever.
I know. I don't want them to go. Is that weird?
No,
I was
it's
like,
not.
I'll build a garage out for you. I'll give you a fucking spot.
Aw, you're a good.
I'll pay you to
dad.
stay.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I will
saying.
pay my kids to stay.
And
Yeah.
now he's trying to figure out what he wants to do. I'm like, just take your time. You're 18. You know what I mean?
I'm following my kids wherever they go. I'm
know,
like, I
that's the
want.
thing.
That's why at least we're in an area like your house, like this great house
Yeah.
too, where once they do leave, if you ever want to sell, you'll have money to follow them because
Follow them.
everywhere else is cheaper in the
But is
U.S.
that weird
I
to
know.
follow them when they're supposed to be adults in the world? Is that
I
weird?
mean, if
I'll
they're
give a
gonna
shit.
plant
Follow?
roots
I'm
somewhere,
No, I
maybe you
know.
get like two. You sell the big house, this big house, you
Yeah.
get two small places with, and you know,
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know
Because we
You
don't
go
own, we don't
part-time.
own them. It's really strange.
We
you
don't
think
own
you do
them.
because you made them.
I
We really
know.
don't. They
Oh
turn-
no, I don't think I do at all. But I still don't ever want to leave them.
Me too.
I know. Me either.
I know.
My wife's way more tough than I'm a total softie, so it's just like
That's good balance.
me and my son's super tight, and I just don't want that to ever go away. I know it's not going to.
No,
we have
it'll
this total
never.
open communication, but now it's like sometimes it's too open. I'm like, all right, that's too many details. Like, as long as you're safe, you know, you're respectful.
My son talks to me about everything. I've-
How old again?
Well, he's 13, but
Okay,
like
yeah,
when
it's
I tell
heavy.
you everything,
Me too.
everything. And
But I don't
sometimes
wanna hear
I'm
that
like,
shit.
I don't
Waylon,
want to hear it.
Like about like dating the girl shit. I'm like, all right, it's good. Just be respectful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, don't tell me everything.
You're
Yeah.
gonna have to.
Because he's
know
out and
everything.
about. He's out. He's a ladies' man. Like he's very
Oh,
respectful.
does he t-
He's single. You'll see him. He's like very
oh, I
outgoing
can't
and
wait.
handsome.
Yeah.
But he doesn't want a girlfriend. He loves surfing and drumming and you know.
Yeah, that's
His
great.
drummer.
Oh, he's insane. Yeah.
Oh, I
He's
want to meet
playing-
him.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he's about that life, you know. But like he's working, just work and figure it out. All his friends are in college. I didn't go to college. I moved to New York when I was 18. Didn't know what I was going to do. Got dropped out at CBGB's. Just wanted to be involved in the
it's-
music scene.
yeah.
And just took it from there. You know,
So nice.
it was wild. Did you go to punk shows back in the day in New York at all?
I went to CB's a lot.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I mean, in high school we were like, God, what was the last crazy show? Oh, I was at that. I think it was the Fear
Oh shit.
show. Was it? He jumped off of the balcony
Okay.
at the Ritz.
Oh
Remember
yeah,
the Ritz?
Yeah, the Ritz was sick.
The Ritz was my favorite, man.
Me too. It was a great spot.
That was my favorite spot.
It turned into Webster Hall, right? That was the
yes,
Ritz.
that did
Oh,
not. That was
yeah.
not my favorite
Okay.
spot.
No.
But the Ritz was. Man, I had my old Ritz T-shirt that burned in my fire.
Oh man.
But it was. So, I loved it there, man.
It was great shows there. So you were going to all kinds of shows in New
I was
York.
going to all the shows, everything.
Such a melting pot back then too of everything.
Yeah, and I wasn't really in that scene that much. I was always in a different music scene.
Yeah.
But I probably was the most classic rock more than anything because of my brothers.
Yeah.
But I did end up at so many hardcore and punk shows because the kids and some of the kids, the boys that I hung out with, you know, they were now I'm a straight edge, now I'm into the fucking oi, or they were like little kids. Like I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
what are you?
yeah.
Oh, now you're wearing suspenders, and now you're wearing
Your skin.
oxblood boots, and
Yeah.
you know, now we're gonna go to Fred Perry. It was all about
99X, remember that?
99X. Yes.
Yeah. Trash and
my
vaudeville.
Oh,
all that shit.
yeah.
It's all
St.
gone
Mark's.
now.
I know,
yeah.
man.
It's all gone, and my house burned down right off of St. Mark's.
Oh wow.
So it was like one of the last things to go off of St. Mark's. I thought, like, I
Jeez.
knew it was the end of an era, man.
Coney Island High turned into Chipotle now or something.
Yes,
No.
and Coney Island was my spot. We would bring everybody home from Coney Island to my apartment, and we'd fucking party all night long till the next day, and then go eat it at Kiev, which is
Kiev,
also
yes.
gone. You
Kiev was
know.
the shit. And
I
Dojo's
know.
on St. Mark's.
Oh my God, Dojo's was the best for the vegetable yakisoba.
Yeah. You could get I would get like a burger.
You
and
guys are making me hungry.
But yeah, I would
What
get a
are we
burger, brown
doing?
rice, and carrot ginger for like $4.
Carrot ginger round the clock.
Around the clock was 6,
Oh,
7,
the
8.
Tex-Mex sandwich and the colonnade
Oh my God, you
and
guys
the
stop
Lafayette.
starving. Wait, have you always been straight edge, Toby?
My whole life, yeah.
You've never tried alcohol?
No.
How about by mistake? Like
Nope.
at a club where you think you're grabbing?
I don't go to
nothing?
clubs. No, never. Mm-mm.
At a show? No?
No.
Hmm.
My brothers were always partying in the house. Like after my dad died, my mom was working like 3 or 4 jobs,
Uh-huh.
and my brothers would watch me, and they were all like getting high, bringing girls
Oh,
in the
so
house,
that-
drinking.
uh-huh.
And I was just so scared of it. I don't know why.
That's
And then
my,
I found
Because you're hypochondriac like me.
exactly.
Well,
Except
yeah.
I did everything.
I think when
You
you,
did
I
it
did
all.
it all.
Damn. You tried it all too?
no,
Okay.
no. I
You
didn't
mean
try
everything
it.
like everything?
I did everything. I had to be taken
She
care
lived
of.
a fast life, and
Even
she lived by.
heroin?
I did everything.
You did
Wow,
heroin?
girl.
But this is not meant to be on a podcast.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Sorry, Bama.
Hey,
My
you're being
daughter, no, she doesn't. She'll never hear this.
okay. Wow,
oh my
that's
God,
crazy.
Dre. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
At a young age.
Was she live by
I'm
herself?
not going deep into my
No, I hear
my
you.
drug history. 'Cause
No,
it's
no.
definitely
I think you were
it's
like
one to be
living.
reckoned with.
Yeah, so one of
you
the
know,
people you're hanging out with. At
I
the
got
time
sober
and
when I was 21.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
but then
fucking
I
awesome.
didn't stay sober. I just didn't go back to anything that would
Hard.
have killed me. Like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But I would say that even, I partied hard even up until I felt like because I got sober at 21, when I got a little older, I really wanted to party after that because I was sober for years at 21 years old. I'm allowed to drink and I can't do anything,
Yeah.
You barely drink.
Now I barely
Yeah.
drink.
You guys drink
But for
wine and
but
stuff?
Before I had the
Not
kids, I
wine.
would
We
drink, man.
we have like a tequila based cocktail that
Okay.
it's like a better for you type of thing.
Okay.
But once in a while, I mean, if I have a drink once a month,
Yeah.
that's a lot. Like honestly, like I don't.
You're a pretty good lush, dude.
Well, yeah. Well, what I drink, I want to get a little buzz. My husband's been sober for 30 years,
Oh, wow.
33 years, I
That's
think.
awesome, yeah.
Crazy. Like he got sober when he was like 23.
Yeah,
And-
you're 21. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Just to make that decision back then too. Like I'm not doing
I
this shit
didn't make
anymore.
that decision.
Okay.
It was made for me.
Okay. Gotcha.
I was pissing in a cup.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay, I got you. I got you.
You poor kids. Bama, I'm sorry.
Okay, I
Bama,
got you.
Hope you're not listening to this. Hope nobody
Wow.
picks up this piece of information.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Okay. So you were walling out for a while, people you're hanging out with, of course, and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to clean up my act, and I wanted to go back to college. I didn't want to sell sofas for my dad. That's what I was doing.
Okay.
I lost everything. They made me hit rock bottom. They were like, you need to hit a rock bottom so that you could get your shit back together.
Yeah.
Got you.
And I thank God that they did. But I would say that my life started when I had kids.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I didn't even have a life before I had my kids.
It's crazy, right?
Kind of. I mean, I know it was part of. There was a huge life
Yeah.
before then because I had kids late, but
Yeah.
nothing means anything to me until
Yeah.
It's
the
so true. It's so life
babies.
changing becoming a parent, right?
Totally.
it's everything.
You see the world so different. Just everything is just.
It's crazy.
Do you guys feel like you got more emotional when you became parents, or you always been emotional? Because I started crying at everything when I became
Oh
a
my
dad.
God, you
Like
guys!
every fucking
wait, hold on.
movie.
You
might be the
guys
same
might
person,
be
you and
the
me.
I
same
cried
person.
at everything, man.
I
Fucking
think you-
Finding Nemo.
My
This
son-
Is Us. All
my
these
son-
stupid shows.
You guys
He goes,
can't.
Are you crying? We're watching Naruto. He goes, you crying?
Who's your son?
Naruto is like an anime thing, and
Oh
I'm like, yes, I'm crying. You
I
fucking
cry at
asshole.
everything.
You guys
man.
might cancel each other out.
I'm
Honestly.
so emo about everything. My wife's like, really, you fucking cry? Even my son's like, please stop crying. You're embarrassing me. I don't want to see my dad cry in the movie theater. Everything, man. Any commercial.
Oh, you know why? Because we're punk rock. You and me.
Yeah, I think
Punk
so.
rock, man.
Sensitive. I don't know what it is, man. It's fucking crazy, man. I've always been like that. But then it just got worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's great. You
Yeah,
know
well,
what?
I'm
Let it out. If you
oversensitive.
feel it, let it out.
What sign are you?
Aries?
Oh, you're an Aries fucking fire like my son.
That's what. Okay. So you guys really into that stuff? You into like all
I'm
that?
not.
Okay.
She knows
I am.
everything.
I know a little bit.
What are
I don't
you?
know a lot. I'm a Capricorn.
Okay.
I get along really good with Aries. My son's an Aries. But
Okay.
Aries you guys are usually not careful. And you're careful, so you must have a crazy
I'm
chart.
too careful. Yeah.
She
I know,
tells me all
I
about
bet
this
your
stuff.
chart
I
is
don't know
probably
nothing.
I bet all your other signs are all
whacked
over the
out?
place, probably.
I wonder why I'm like. I guess I'm just like that. I don't know. I've been like that my whole life, man. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, you guys should never hang out.
Yeah.
The two of you
Oh,
would drive each
yeah.
other crazy.
We would cancel each
Or you
other
would
out.
drive whoever you're with crazy.
We would have no one to drive us anywhere. We'd be crying. We would need someone to drive us while we're crying.
Dude, I don't feel like I'm not saying you're a loser. I don't feel like a 51-year-old guy that doesn't drive it because I feel like I should be more responsible and drive.
Me too.
But now that I'm with you, it's like
Why? You're fine. As long as you're good with it, who cares?
my son
right?
loves driving. He loves driving. He's out. As soon as he's got
Perfect.
the car, he's out of here. I love that. My wife drives a 65 Falcon. That's all. She's an old school
Oh,
car.
nice.
So like, yeah, I'm good where I'm at. I can stay in my little zone and walk and.
We're old. We don't need to go anywhere anymore.
No, I'm not saying the driving aspect
You
though.
can walk around here where I live. I can't fucking walk.
She's yeah, she's on the
I'm
mountain.
Like, I'm up 50 mountains.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy. No, not by grocery stores and stuff like that.
Nothing.
I couldn't live up there, man. I love it. It's beautiful, but I would
Yeah.
get like anxiety or claustrophobic. I don't know. It's being
Yeah.
trapped up there.
So you're just like me. See, when I get out to Joshua Tree, when I start to see the fucking wind turbines, I'm like, someone get me out of here now.
But
'Cause
aren't you
if
supposed
I
to be a
get stuck
badass
in
from New
this
York,
dry
though? Isn't
shit,
it?
She's so not.
So yeah, it's like
She's
I love that you're like a
such
sensitive,
softie. People think she's
emotional.
Mess, Toby. I'm a fucking mess.
People
yo.
think she's so tough.
It's so
you know
crazy.
who
They probably think they
you
know her
who the
because
tough
of all
one
the
is?
shit you've done.
You know who the tough one is?
She's the tough one.
Okay.
And people think she's the tough one.
No, I'm not the tough. I just have mean eyebrows.
You can make it. Yeah, you can make it hard. Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
but
isn't
I'm
it
not
crazy
tough.
because of the roles and stuff you play? People
Yeah.
think you're a certain way.
But you know what? The roles that I played are people always say this to me too. That I play a victim. I've only played a villain in this last year.
Okay.
But I've always played a victim. Everyone thinks the characters are tough, but I'm always the one that's getting shit on or victimized. I mean,
Yeah.
I try to act like I got it together, but then I'm always getting beat down somehow.
I think it was the accent. It was the Jersey accent that you did so well
But
that people.
accent's not even tough. She sounds so vulnerable.
No, but people thought that was really the way you spoke, right? Because
yeah, but it's not a tough accent when a girl.
Are we talking
is doing
Sopranos
it.
now?
Yeah,
If it's
we're
a
doing
dude
Sopranos.
and he's talking like
Let me
this,
get
he
my-
sounds like he's fucking tough.
Yeah.
But if it's a girl and she's talking like this, she kind of sounds very female and
Yeah,
Totally.
but it's-
vulnerable.
I don't know. It's a little like I don't
Yeah.
know.
Oh, real quick before we get to some of that shit, were you raised Catholic and you were too? You both
Catholic
were?
and my dad was Catholic. My mom was Christian.
too,
They used
yeah.
to fight constantly
Strict?
about it. Not strict, but my mom was like Jesus, 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 and my dad was like, let's go to the Catholic church. And my mom wanted to save
But
everybody.
They were so close to that together.
Yeah.
No, but my
Catholics and
mom. But
Christians.
what Christians believe is if you don't believe in Jesus, and you don't take, then you're going to hell. So
Plus the Catholics like to talk about Amari,
yes,
the Virgin
So-
Mother. Over
Yeah.
you were Catholic.
Yeah,
Just
well, you-
raised
We were
Catholic.
raised Catholic.
Were they strict? Your parents were strict at all?
No. I used to go to church every Sunday by myself
Okay.
to see the boys.
See the boy.
To see the boys. Not gonna fucking lie. To see if Tommy Marino was there.
Tommy Marino.
Tommy Marino.
I used to
Tommy.
walk to church by myself. That was in a
Wow.
school that had a huge sign in the window that said bingo. So I used to think I was going to the bingo church.
Okay.
It's called the bingo church. And the kid and my girlfriends next door called it the bingo school because we didn't know what the name of the school was, but it was
Yeah.
called Holy Trinity. And so yeah, but my parents were never religious. My mother only started getting religious when my brother was shot in a bar
Oh
when
my
he
God.
was 17.
She's got the craziest.
What?
stories.
In Queens at the Village Vault.
Village Vault.
At the fucking Village Vault. He was taking a leak. He was pissing. He supposedly, and my dad's driver, one of my dad's drivers, the fill-in driver, substitute driver, was having an argument with someone else in the bathroom. The gun fell on the floor. The bullet ricocheted off the wall
You're so lucky to
and
be
hit
alive.
him in his spinal cord.
Holy shit.
Yeah, a millimeter away from his spinal cord. So they opened him up immediately from from here to here. They couldn't find the bullets. The bullet's still in him,
Still?
but he was 17, so they sued the bar.
Holy shit.
Oh my gosh.
Fuck.
Yeah.
And how fucked up was he?
He was fine.
Wow.
It was a miracle.
And so the bullet.
And he's Christian, guys. Just in
He
case
is?
you were
Wow.
wondering. Yeah.
Aw.
Yes.
So the bullet.
I think.
The bullet's still in him or no? Oh, not at this point, no?
The bullet's still in him.
That's
Holy
so
shit.
crazy.
Kinda
Yeah.
sick.
Wait, what
Wow.
made you ask about religion? I'm so curious.
I was just in my notes. I don't know I have religion. I did some deep dives. I don't know. Because I thought
Chris
you
is like, this motherfucker's asking about religion.
No,
no,
I
I,
mean, 'cause
like it.
Tell him.
That's how I
I
was raised
like
too.
it.
I was
Where-
forced to go to church and stuff.
You
My
were?
kids are raised omnist. They like to say that they're omnist.
So
My-
what are you now?
I'm nothing and my son's nothing. He was never raised with any
Are you
religion in his house.
atheist?
I guess, yeah. Because I was so forced to be like that as a kid. Catechism,
Yeah.
all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I
Every
loved it.
week. You liked it? Oh, you like, yeah.
I loved it. I loved. You know what? This is terrible. People might get mad at me. Who knows? I don't know what your audience is like. But
Here we go.
but I liked first of all, church. Giggling in church
Mm.
was really fun. Okay, like not being able to talk and having to. And church was the place for it. And
Yeah.
I went to Loyola in Manhattan.
Yeah.
So the cathedral, St. Ignatius,
Oh,
was
it's
the
beautiful.
most beautiful cathedral ever.
Okay.
So I'm obsessed with churches. I just love them, period. But
Yeah.
the Catholic Church itself, per se, and all of it's anything that's radicalized, anything with rules and regulations, whatever, it can all just become crazy
Yeah.
after a while.
I don't. Yeah.
I'm very
We
lucky
believe in
because
everything.
because I watched that movie Spotlight, which is super heavy. Another one about the Boston,
I didn't
all
see
the
it.
priests in Boston. It's a true story.
Oh.
Incredible cast. It's an old movie, maybe like 10 years. But we were altar boys, me and my two brothers. My
Oh,
dad,
Jesus.
my dad had died. My mom was like, just do us in the church. We were really lucky, man. Because the church that we went to was one of those churches in that Spotlight movie in
Are
Boston.
you lucky that you
Wait,
got out
no, 'cause-
unscathed?
That's what I'm
is
saying.
you're
Yeah.
Wait, they were
That's
molesting,
fucked up.
right? Or
Scary.
were they molesting?
Yeah.
Boys?
They were
And what
at
happens-
my school too.
And when they do
Oh,
that,
you
they
gotta give me
just
the
move them to
chills.
other churches. At least in the
Yeah.
movie, he showed me that. They move them to another church. When they do it to one church, they keep moving around. They don't They don't go to jail enough. It's just
You
scary.
see, I feel like it's a fine line because like I don't make my kids, or I don't go to church. I'm not religious.
Yeah.
But I'm cancer survivor, and I feel
Yeah.
like giving the kids some faith in something, because for me, if I didn't have any faith at all, I wouldn't have made it through it. So there's
Yeah.
a
We talk about faith nonstop. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
hope and the universe, and we talk about all different religions. I mean, the kids are open to everything.
Yeah.
Because with me, they hear everything.
yeah.
About everything. Yeah.
You know, any kind of whatever feels good.
Mm-hmm.
But most
Yeah.
of all, to believe in number one, which is you,
100%.
yourself.
Absolutely.
No, I love that. So yeah, you did have cancer. That was in my notes too. How long ago was that?
10 years.
Oh wow.
10
And what
years
kind
ago.
was it?
It was breast cancer.
Okay.
I had to have a double mastectomy
Wow.
and go through chemo and radiation. I actually just had an operation 2 weeks ago to fix something with the double mastectomy that
From
it took.
back then.
Yeah, it took me 10 years to have the courage to actually do it. I didn't realize how much I needed to do it until it was done. And now so, and plus, you're supposed to switch out implants every 10 years anyway.
Okay.
So
Not that we want to. Now we're just all draw attention to Chris's boobs.
I don't
No,
give
we're
a
not
shit.
doing that.
I don't give a shit. No, I'm saying it's
I have
fine.
a friend who's doing tattoos now.
Nipple tattoos.
Yes.
Yes.
He's
That's
helping
a whole
so many
thing.
people. He's doing that now. Yeah, that's insane. I
It's
can
crazy.
imagine the pain. But
I can't believe it's been 10 years already that I went through that. My
Yeah.
babies were young, but
She just had her daughter and then got diagnosed with breast cancer. As she, like right
Wow.
after you were almost
Breastfeeding.
done breastfeeding her.
yeah, I finished. But yes,
that's
I had
fucking
cancer.
scary. That's
Well, yes, I
I
had
can't believe I didn't know her
cancer
back then.
yeah.
during
wow.
breastfeeding, which is a scary thought. But you just have to choose that.
I'm glad you're here. You made it through that. It's crazy.
Yeah, they said if I didn't catch it, I would have been dead in 3 years.
Fuck.
The type of cancer I had, yeah.
That's why I just booked a colonoscopy because I never got
You
one.
have to.
I know. I'm so scared to go. I'm like freaking out about it. I've never been
Don't.
put under. I've never been
So
really
we
in the
were
hospital.
going together.
And I'm 51.
You got. By the way, she needs to
She's
do it
gonna
too.
take us.
I'm gonna drive you both
Just
to
so you know,
colonoscopies.
I've made it 5 times and canceled every time.
Oh my god.
And they're fucking so sick of me at this spot, and it was recommended by a good friend of mine. That's his doctor. They're actually laughing at me in the emails. I just booked February 11th.
Oh my god.
I'm so fucking shook. They're gonna put me under. They're gonna put some shit in my ass, which is fine. I don't care about that. But I'm just like so worried. But
Okay, can I?
my 2 brothers just got it, and they're totally fine. My older
Okay,
brothers.
I've had like 6.
You don't need to do it then.
Wait,
Fuck
hold
it.
on. Yeah, you're good.
I
You're
also do
good.
the shit in the box thing. You do shit in the box and send it in.
But that works too?
Yeah, you send
you
it in.
guys
It's like in a French fry box, by
crazy?
the way.
Is
What
I've
are
got-
we
I've had those.
talking
They've
about?
given me those.
no,
and
you,
I've never
you,
done
you
it.
shit in the box. You send it in. They tell you if you even need to come, and it's.
That's not true.
I
It's
swear
not
to God.
true.
Yes, it's true.
It's-
It's true.
I'm
I've
gonna
had like
tell you
5
after-
Yeah, but for you,
colonoscopies
it's
because they
different.
found a
For you, it's
freckle
different.
on my colon gene that they.
A freckle.
That's what it's called.
Okay.
It's called a gene mutation that
Okay.
they're like it's like a freckle on your
But
colon gene.
they're
That's
watching
not
you.
Are you scared to
categorized.
get a colonoscopy too?
She's not
Are
getting
you
it
fucking
either.
kidding me?
You're supposed to get them at 45.
They wanted
too.
me to have an endoscopy and a colonoscopy because I got so fucking skinny
Okay,
at one
Toby,
point.
where are you going? Because I'm going to schedule hers
Cedar
with you.
somewhere. I'm gonna get the name. It's like the best one of the whole LA.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm
Shout out to
scheduling you
Rappaport.
with
It's
her.
Rappaport's dude. He sent it to me, but I sorry, I've been flaking on it for months.
Okay.
All my friends got it, so we're
Me too.
fine. They
We'll
see us
see
through
you.
I
it.
haven't had a. I don't even have a doctor. I haven't had a mammogram.
I can't.
In
I love her.
I've had one once.
You guys, I can't
I
even.
know.
So like me, it's so fucking
It's-
crazy.
I don't wanna know.
Dude.
I don't want to know.
Well, we have to
anything.
because we have to be here for our children.
Wait,
as long
hold
as
on.
possible.
But I used to live at a doctor's office, and now I don't want to know.
Do you hear what I
anything.
just said?
But we have to
Am
live.
I-
We have to stay for our kids. We have to stay. Long
I
as
would have
possible.
been
know.
gone in 3 years had you. It's not. It's
Yeah, but
about
you knew-
early
you felt
detection.
something was wrong.
But it's about early detection.
Early
You're
detection.
right.
If I would have never
wrong.
got my colonoscopy, I had a cancerous polyp in there that they removed,
Okay.
and I had to go to the hospital for it. So I'm just saying, if
I know.
I was checked when I first thought I had cancer,
Yeah.
if I actually went and got the tests, I wouldn't have had to have chemo, and I wouldn't have probably had to have radiation. But
Yeah.
because I listened to doctors and waited, they told me I was crazy. I had to go through a year of chemotherapy.
Oh, that's fucking brutal. I can't
So
imagine.
I'm just
yeah.
saying, do what you got to do, people.
We
I
have to do it. It's our
know.
job. It's just
It's
our
your
job.
job. It's
as
called being an
adults.
adult.
I know, but I don't like
You're
being
not
an
gonna
adult. I fucking
drive.
hate being an adult.
Yes.
I forget that I'm about to be 50.
I live in a bubble.
You're
man.
about
I
to
just
be
wanna do
5. Who are you
No.
kidding?
Like I eat
feel-
good, I exercise. I haven't eaten meat since 1988, so my colon's probably fucking amazing.
Amazing.
You know what I'm saying? Like
You don't need
I
it.
don't put any drugs or alcohol. I put nothing in my body.
by the way,
I still do cleanses for some.
why
dumb
did I have
reason.
breast cancer? It doesn't run in my family. I'm just
Ooh,
saying.
Yeah, it doesn't run in my family either. But it's just like My whole thing is being.
I'm up and down right now.
So you know what my thing? My thing is I can't bring my wife. I have to go by myself and walk in the room.
Why?
She can't go in the room with me when I get my fucking.
Yes,
knocked out.
no, she can't.
No, they
No,
don't
she
allow you to, especially with COVID. You can't. She dropped me off. They put me under fucking some Michael Jackson drug. I swear to God. And then they put.
By
the
the way, I just had that done because
That
I
scares
just
me
had the
more,
operation.
the anesthesia.
I
No,
know.
they give you. They said I'm going to give you a happy juice in the thing right before the anesthesia, and you're all of a sudden you're like, especially your system because you haven't had it ever anything, and
That's
you're
what
gonna
might
be,
kill me.
You're going to be no. You're going to be so relaxed. You need to do
Okay.
like a meditation.
I'm
on
so
it.
scared.
Do you
I'm with
meditate?
No, I need to. I don't even
You
do
don't
yoga.
meditate?
Yeah, I'm a spaz. I need to do
Oh
all
my
that
God.
stuff. And so I just go
meditating
hiking. I
would
run.
help. Meditating would definitely help.
I want to try that. My wife does that trans meditation.
Oh, she does transcendental.
Do you know when I had my whatever it's called? I got snipped.
Yeah, you got that
Do you know
done.
my wife came in the room and filmed it and was laughing and there was smoke because it was soldering it? My wife is in the room. The doctor's name is Dr. Sachs. That's his real name. He's been doing this for 33 years in Beverly Hills. My wife was filming me laughing. And my shit was smoking. My wife's crazy. She scares me.
I love that.
So she can't come in the room and I get the colonoscopy. That would be scary.
Amazing.
But yeah, like I'm so scared of doctors. Like that's why I take care of myself. I just try to
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
No, I hear you.
But I have to get that because I want to. The fact that I can still skate and surf and hang with my son at 51 because I
great.
took care of myself, I want to do that as long as I can.
You look like you're 31, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, you do.
You really do.
So like I want to continue that. That's why I feel like I have to get the colonoscopy because all my friends got it.
Just do
I need
it.
a lung scan. Forget about a
What?
fucking colonoscopy.
That's so cool you quit that. That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you
I
talk
told
about
my
that at all?
daughter.
Okay.
I told her that I smoked on my Corona deathbed. I said to her, I said, look, she goes, your cough sounds crazy. And I said, look, I don't know if it's actually the virus. I think it's because I smoked since I'm 12. And she looked at me like, what? And I said, yes, I want you to know the truth. I've been smoking since I'm 12 years
You've been
old.
hiding it the whole time?
Yeah. She goes, I didn't think it was you who smoked. I thought it was Robbie.
Oh wow.
So it was my boyfriend. And I was like, no, dude, it's me.
What kind of
It's-
cigarettes?
I used to be a Winston smoker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't judge.
But now it's American Spirit, and it's
Okay.
2 a day.
Is that healthier?
And it's like,
Is
I
that the
don't know.
organic, non-GMO
I mean, isn't there
brand?
like carpet cleaner in cigarettes? I mean, I don't know. It's terrible.
I don't know though, but yeah, it's a sick
No,
addiction.
it's
My
all
mom did
awful.
like 55 years. She smoked and she quit.
Wow.
My mom has been smoking up until my mom has dementia, so she doesn't remember now that she smokes. So now she's not really smoking, which is amazing. You know, she still knows who we all are, but at least
Yeah.
she doesn't remember that she's a fucking smoker.
Yeah.
But she's in her 80s, and my grandmother smoked until she was like 90.
Yeah.
And they were fine. But then my dad had half a lung removed.
Oh wow.
So he was not fine. But he quit when I was 21 in front of the Virgin Mother. He said, if you make sure she never does this again, I'll never do this again. So he quit smoking cigarettes when I was 21. And he ended up dying of cancer.
Fuck,
So
man. Shit's
you
scary,
just don't know.
man.
But he had a stroke also. I mean, he had
Okay.
a lot of things wrong with him.
Yeah.
But he still had half a lung removed.
Wow.
So yeah, colonoscopy. I probably need to have my lungs checked first.
You need to get checked from head to
I don't know
toe.
if I need to have my asshole looked at just yet.
I know, man. That's the only. I'm not tripping on that. Just the getting knocked out. And
It's the getting knocked out. Yeah.
It's fine.
And my wife can't be there. And I'm in
I actually looked forward to it, this last operation.
That's
Really?
like, being alone
yeah.
in a room scares me without someone I know
in a
there.
hospital and they knock
She
you out.
gets. She was on. I was texting her the whole time.
Yeah, I text her when she's
Okay.
she's in the room.
You could just keep your phone with you, and you
Yeah.
could text while you're. Because that's what I was doing. I was like, I feel like you're here
That's
with
what
me.
scares me the most.
Fuck yeah. Okay, so what's up with your podcast? What's going on with this podcast? What's going on?
With what, our podcast?
How about-
Whatever. Like, I love the one you guys had.
Oh, Gangster Goddess
Goddesses,
Broad-cast.
yep. Yeah,
We
and then
put
that
that
just
on a
ended
major hiatus because
Okay.
it was so much goddamn work.
It is a lot of work.
I'm
No,
making
because
faces over here that
we
nobody can see.
were. It was a.
It was awesome. though.
doing
It was-
Well, I know you
podcast.
doing the reread, like all that shit with Sopranos.
Well, because it was a rewatch. It was
know,
like
rewatch,
hours and
rewatch.
hours of research and names and this and overarching
Yes.
themes and the wind means this and that.
And
and-
watching yourself over and all that shit
Oh.
too is just
But
wild,
it
right?
was-
I don't know how the fuck you do a podcast, to be honest.
because
with you,
his
but this
is
seems easier.
it's a free talk. This is
but
What is
still,
talking?
if I
Yeah.
had to interview people and have to know,
this is just a conversation.
Comment, yeah.
But what if you don't know anything about the person
You
you're
have to do
interviewing?
a deep dive on them. You got to fucking really do your.
See,
you know?
I don't want to do a deep dive on fucking anybody.
I'm gonna do
Yeah.
a deep dive on you.
I'm gonna fucking take a deep dive into your butt.
You guys are. You
I'll
guys are.
give you a colonoscopy right
You guys
here.
are gonna get a. You're gonna get a deep dive,
Okay,
Toby. Soon.
I'm gonna get a deep dive. I'm gonna. If we do it together, it'd be sick. Okay, now I'm getting
shit
to my
in your
notes
kitchen
now.
right now.
Oh, he's getting
I'm getting
into
to your notes now. But something I did not know about you today, besides what I already had, Rappaport told me today, he goes, you got to say this to her. I did not realize, if it's not true or not, that JayZ shouted out Filth Mart in his song. And I just want to love you.
I thought you were going to say something totally different
No,
about
but
JayZ.
this is true, right? And
Why-
I know the song my whole life. I sing all the words. I didn't realize that was your jeans he was shouting out in that song. That's facts.
My ex years ago had a jean line through Filth Mart, which they still have the store, him and his wife. But
that was your store originally, correct?
It was my ex's store.
Okay,
And I
okay.
was his girl, and we
there.
we did. Well, we made the jeans on my ass, basically. So those jeans that he's singing about were Filth Mart jeans.
Do you have any still?
I still have them, yeah. But
Did you know
Pharrell put that
No.
in his song
Yeah.
because Pharrell would hang out at the store with Mike, my ex, and he would buy all the jeans for all the girls that they were working with.
Wow.
Because it fit a nice
A
big
nice
boot
meaty-
tag.
meaty
that was
booty?
before apple bottom jeans, by the way, everybody. That was before that.
Was it?
Yeah,
I
your
don't
shit was
even
old.
know.
Your shit was around before that.
I don't even know.
that's
But I thought you were going to tell a different JayZ story, which is my favorite.
Let's hear it.
JayZ story is
jeez.
I was leaving Nobu, and I think he might have been with Damon Dash, because Damon was going to do the jeans with us at that time. But anyway, he goes like this to me, like, come over here. And I'm like, JayZ, my girlfriend's like, that's JayZ. And I'm like, I know who it is, but I guess people just, if you're all like, on TV and music, you just assume you all know each other.
Totally.
But I don't. I'm still like starstruck by everybody. So I'm like, okay. So I go over to his table, and he goes, hey, I just want to congratulate you for all your success, and you're so awesome, and this and that, and the show's fantastic. So I am nervous, and I go to hug him. I'm standing, he's sitting, and I go to hug him. And anybody who knows me knows I don't shave my armpits. My armpit hair
She's
is
such a
like
gypsy.
fucking down to like, I'm trying to pull my fucking shirt up. It's like down to here, and I'm sweating, and I'm hugging his bald head.
Oh my God.
And I stop in my track, and I look, and I pull back, and I look at him, and I go, I just got armpit sweat all over your head, and I'm so sorry. I'm gonna fucking walk out right now.
Oh my God.
And he was like, it's all good. And I was like, oh my God, it's not all good.
Now
gonna
he's got a
fucking
fetish.
Go home and kill myself.
That is crazy.
No, he's got an armpit fetish. Just joking.
That was my.
So did you know it was in that song?
No, I
Isn't it-
didn't
I knew
know.
that song forever.
I think I knew the Pharrell one.
Yeah,
Pharrell put it in that song.
Oh,
I
oh,
believe.
cool. I didn't know
okay.
that.
What
Were
is the
you
song
hit?
again? Which song was it?
I just want to love you.
Yeah, I just want to love you.
no, I
Take
didn't
off your
know that.
Filth Mart jeans and your Chloe sunglasses.
Yeah, it says like
or
Prada
some
blouse,
shit.
Gucci bra, Filth Mark jeans.
Yeah.
Take that off.
Oh my God.
Crazy. Were you into hip hop at all too, growing up?
Oh yeah, I went through every musical phase there is to go through. For sure.
Especially living in New York too is like the mecca of all that.
Yeah,
Break dancing.
We joke around about how she used to tag up and break dance. I used to break dance with roller skates.
Oh my God, our parachute
Really?
pants.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
The-
you
the
did?
Lee State Press.
I'm impressed.
The Lee State Press.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And you tagged too? You did graffiti?
Uh-huh.
What?
I had a bomb shelter in Wayne in the front part of my house that me and all my little crew, which are all little kids, little
Yeah.
boys, and my parents thought it was a great idea to buy us cans of spray paint in a bomb shelter. No, because there's no ventilation in the bomb shelter. So we would be in the bomb shelter spraying, tagging the whole inside and come out so high. And so like my mom's like, I don't know if that's a good idea. And I'm like, no, we're good.
What was your graffiti name?
Cress. Cress. Cress.
He's smoking.
So stupid. So stupid.
And you didn't do no graffiti?
No, but
No.
when we did paint Filth Mart with all that sparkle paint that I was
Yeah.
I spray painted half the store. That's when my ex was like, you know what, you're on your own. That's the only reason I'll ever take credit for ever being a part of that store is because I had to spray paint it myself.
Oh my
and
God.
I would leave there with nosebleeds and my skin was blue gray.
Wow.
Because I would be locked in these rooms just spray painting certain areas and stuff.
So bad.
So
for
that's something
us.
you started with your ex, that spot, that store that was yours?
The one, in New York downtown.
Yeah.
But then they moved. He and his wife moved here, and they opened up. And
That's right. I saw that in Cali, right?
They have a great shop here.
So no more podcasting for you guys. You're done.
I mean, you know what?
Aren't you going to do it with us?
I'll be down.
We'll never do a Soprano rewatch.
No.
That
Yeah.
I never wanted to do that. I
Just
was
so-
never into that idea, but they wanted us to do
Mob
that
Wives too,
first.
yeah.
They wanted.
Yeah.
They kind of coerced us, and we said yes. And then
Yeah.
And there's
And there's a couple of Sopranos podcasts now too, right?
Uh-huh.
The other
We
guys.
were the first one.
Okay.
and the only women.
And the only
I love
women.
that. I loved it. Yeah.
And it was a much deeper dive than the other ones were a little more you know,
Surface?
a little. We went really deep.
Yeah.
And then there was us on top of going deep into the show, our relationship and stuff like that.
Which I think I mean, I can speak for myself. I always like that part of it.
Yeah.
And we wanted we originally wanted to do a show that was kind of inspirational and really diving deep into people's stories and how they just their stories, you know, from everything.
Yeah.
And then we kind of got chorused to do The Sopranos because of Dre's legacy. And it was
my legacy. I like when you like I'm 180
She's
years
99 years old.
Look at that light.
I know, I'm staring at it. He's got this, what is it, a
Sorry.
pelican?
It's a flamingo.
Flamingo.
Yeah, I gotta fix that one bowl. But
No, I love that light.
Thank you.
Anyway,
For
so
those
now
of you
we're
that
gonna-
can't see anything, Toby's kitchen
It's
is
gorgeous.
awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you.
It's
It's
sparkle.
super 1950s. I feel like I'm in the Chateau Marmont in a hangover.
In a hangover.
That's all my wife's doing.
I love it.
I love Lucy.
It's great.
So no more pods. And,
Well, we might. I don't know. Not. You know what? The Guns N' Roses tour was. It never. What was the name of the tour?
No, wait, never say never.
No, not
What
never
is it?
say
I don't know.
That's a joke.
Is it
Not
James
in this-
Bond?
oh, then not
Is that
in this-
James Bond?
Guns N' Roses, not in this lifetime.
Okay.
Not in this lifetime.
So we always
bitch.
say that, but we do have a brand that we're supporting. So you know, if we might
A brand that you're supporting. Okay.
that you know, if that ends up happening, that you know, maybe.
Yeah, we're not sure what direction we're going in yet with all of the different things that we've had cooking since the podcast.
Yeah.
But whatever we need to do to support, whatever you know, if we're on the right path, we will.
Yeah. And so are you working
Just
on
not
some
Sopranos.
no Soprano stuff moving forward? Yeah.
I don't want
to
to talk about this. I mean, I don't mind talking about this Sopranos on anyone else's
No, I'm saying
podcast.
but on your own podcast. Yeah.
Oh, unless fans are asking,
And I
which
had
they
no
do.
right
but
being
Yeah.
there. Like, why was I? That's what I did say. I'm like, how do I fit in? I'm like, I get in on the sidekick, and we have this great friendship. But it was just, I was a fish out of water too. So,
You also learned a lot too. Yeah.
No, she built the podcast
Yeah.
division for this company, Cavalry.
Okay.
They didn't have a podcast division. They sold us the sun, the moon, and the stars with this thing. And we were like, all right, great. All we have to do is show up. They told us they were going to give us the researched episodes, completely researched. We would just have to be like news, you know, anchors
Yeah.
and basically read. And they did nothing on top of not even knowing how to set up a microphone, set up put the podcast on the internet.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
they didn't
yeah.
know how to any of it. So she had to learn how to do everything.
well, we did. We like got our own ad sales. Well, Bill Burr actually helped us out a lot in that department. Dave's
That's awesome.
business partner.
Yeah.
In a project. But yeah, so we, you know, we secured our own ad sales, and then because of Dre's social media, you know, that took off with some PR, some great like Good Morning America and stuff like that
cool.
that helped. But it was all us between her socials and us getting editors and, you know, building it. So that's why we left Made Women, and then we started our own thing, Gangster Goddess. But, you know, it's still a shit ton of work, you know.
It is.
It's not easy. I mean, this is better.
Audio
This-
is so much easier. Yeah.
We
the
were
audio.
filming. It was so different. I mean, the
know.
filming and the graphics.
I don't think
and-
we'll ever do
Editing, all that shit, man.
No, because it's harder to edit when you have a video versus audio.
of course.
Audio is like a fucking second. Her poor boyfriend would be like up for overnight editing because it was such a freaking nightmare on YouTube. I will never.
It was
If we ever do
terrible.
this again, it will be our passion project where it's free talk and never on YouTube.
And what was that segment on the pod you did? You talking about maybe?
Busted and Readjusted.
I love
yeah.
that too. That was great.
Yeah. So that's something where, you know, we'd bring you in.
No,
You
that'd
have
be
no
pretty
choice.
sick. Yeah.
And then you
But
guys
when,
are
you know,
getting.
with me, it's
You
like-
guys can do your first Busted and Readjusted. Getting
It could be you not getting our colonoscopy.
Yeah.
Busted and Readjusted.
I have to fucking get a colonoscopy.
my God,
Okay, let's talk about Sopranos. We have to because that's
You have
one of my favorite shows. Obviously, me and my family watched it twice during the pandemic. Again, every fucking episode. I don't know. It's just Gandolfini. He's in my favorite movie, True Romance. That was one of his first movies. You know, just I mean, I have some notes, but I know he's sick of talking about it. Just love it. You killed it. It was awesome, especially from seeing you around the neighborhood, knowing who you were. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, you're on this
With the big
fucking,
doggies.
Yeah, it is just. I'm sure. I know it's a big part of your career, but it's also not just who you are. You've done so many other things. Also, you got to see Jax naked and be with him on Sons of Anarchy. My wife wanted me to mention that because my wife loves him.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't?
So yeah, I mean, I don't even know what to say about it. Just that I love it. You know what I mean? You talked about it probably 100 times, but
What, Jack's naked?
no, not.
Start with that.
Actually, can you start with that?
Let's
would
I mean,
like to
he's
hear that.
Australian too, right?
What does
He's
that
from
mean,
Newcastle.
Toby?
What do you mean?
Does Australian mean something?
No. But Sons of
like-
Anarchy, you would never know that in Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, because of his accent.
I used to see him at Ronnie Kane all the time. I was like, oh shit.
I
Yeah,
thought he meant like he has big feet.
But yeah, I mean, obviously,
Australians have big wieners.
Sopranos was life changing. Obviously, I know what I mean.
It was life changing for everybody that was involved.
Yeah, and I loved how you guys were like mobbed together to like the award shows and just
Oh, yeah.
have that energy and just stuff I read about it. And
We
I don't
showed
know.
up on a New Jersey transit bus to the first Emmys, just in case people were hating on us enough, because
Yeah.
they hated us.
Not
We
the
showed up
outcasts.
at a New Jersey transit bus,
I mean, that's classic.
and my
That's
dress was
awesome.
so tight they had to carry me down.
Oh, the
Wow.
stairs.
Because I had an Agatha leather dress on.
Oh, it's been amazing.
That is amazing. Me and Rappaport would watch it religiously at his house. We'd make pasta every Sunday to his crib. And then after the last episode, we met the next day at Swingers and had onion rings together. It was like
Oh
a
my
thing.
God.
Like we were obsessed with it. I was like,
Oh, so you guys were watching it in real time
yeah.
together back then.
Yes.
Oh, wow. You guys have known each other for a long
Yeah, we fucking
time.
loved it. We were obsessed. We were in wife beaters and shit sometimes.
Oh my God,
I swear to God, I was just like,
Aw.
That's
but yeah, I mean,
awesome.
fuck, man. I didn't even know where to go with that with you, but just all of my routes. I mean, obviously I'm so still confused at how the last episode ended. It was so strange to me. I read
Did
some
you
things
like
about
it?
Yeah, I was kind of left like, fuck. I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, when she died on that
No,
season.
I'm talking about
oh, her
last
too. No, her
episode.
episode too. Like
The very
long-term
last
parking.
episode.
Your last episode too was brutal too, man.
Brutal.
But the very last episode, I always sort of felt like if he would have gone one way or the other with it, everybody would have been pissed either way.
Yep.
Yeah, you can't please everybody.
So in some, he was always so genius, and I'm sure he wouldn't agree to anything I'm saying, but because he was so contrary as well as
Yeah.
being genius.
yeah.
But I feel like he left it abstract so that the viewer could make their own, like a painting.
Yeah.
You could put an abstract painting instead of a really straightforward, realistic painting. And then you can figure out where you want it to go. I'm sure he has an
Yeah.
answer to where it really went. I'm sure it's been written about. I
has.
just never got to that episode for us to analyze it
Oh, okay,
on the
okay.
podcast. So I don't really fucking know.
She's
Yeah.
like,
But,
I don't care.
I don't. And guess what? I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because I loved the ending. I think I was pregnant, or I just had one of my kids.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. No. It couldn't have been. Something was going. Maybe I thought I was pregnant.
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on. Something was going on. But I remember when the TV glitched out. We all thought the TVs glitched out. So everyone's calling me. It's before the iPhone, I think.
Yeah.
Like, was it
Yeah.
Blackberries or
Oh yeah,
I don't
Blackberries,
even.
yeah, yeah.
Blackberries.
Or
I
the
don't even
Sidekick.
know.
Yeah.
The sidekick.
Flip
Mine
phones.
used to growl.
So it's before that.
But yeah, everyone was like, "What the fuck is going on?" Everyone's calling me. I'm like, "I don't know. I'm not on the show anymore. My TV just glitched out." And then when everyone, like the news came on, and they said, "No, that's the news." Like people had to explain it on the news.
Oh, that's awesome.
That was like the ultimate water cooler Monday.
Yeah.
For the ending, because how else do you end it where you just leave everyone irate and psychotic?
It's awesome. That's awesome.
Were you
right?
watching it back then too?
Yes, I loved
Wow,
it.
man.
Yeah, because it's New Jersey. Everyone's like,
know.
I know that everyone in New Jersey thinks that they know where the house was.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, no one really knew, and it wasn't even in. Well, it wasn't
it
in
was
Wayne.
real.
No, I'm saying it was.
forget where
Everyone
it was.
thought that it was like their town that they lived in.
Yeah.
but it wasn't.
They do a
It was
lot
like-
of events at that house now.
Yeah.
You can buy
Yeah.
packages to go and like hang out at the house, do whatever.
I loved your love for Christopher and like how it was just so unconditional and like I don't know, it was amazing, man.
I
Just,
know she.
They were
loved
so
him.
good together.
She loved him very much.
You know what else creeped me out too? One of the episodes when Tony like almost kissed you. There was almost this weird thing in the back room at the Bada Bing. I was
Playing
like,
darts.
no, please.
Yeah.
I was just, oh my God, it was so fucking.
She's a 10. She's a 10. And look
Yeah.
at you. At best, you're
Right.
you're average at
You
best.
camel nose fuck. But
that was like, fuck.
those scenes were really hard for me to film. I was so comfortable with Michael.
Yeah.
And to have to be with Jim. I mean, Jim and I used to hang out. We used to all go party a lot, but it was not like he was always so intense on set.
Seemed like it.
And I would try to always keep shit light because I'm pretty intense and I'm always crying.
Yeah.
So it's not easy. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
not easy being me. But I try to keep shit light on set. But yeah, you never want to come across like a diva or anything. So I always try to be like a clown, sort of. so being with him in those scenes and having to suddenly be quiet on set, I was like, oh, I don't know how to I'm gonna jump out of my motherfucking skin right now. But he was like a big jokester, but I was nervous. I was definitely nervous at that time too.
I was nervous watching that scene.
The nerves were real. Like my nerves, I wasn't playing nervous. I was nervous.
He was a big dude too, right? Big guy.
Huge.
Yeah, I heard he was super. Yeah.
And I had a little crush on him. I'm not gonna lie.
Wow.
Yeah.
My girlfriend used to.
Super. He seems
My
like
friend Ginger, this PA on the show, she'd walk by me and she'd go, and that was like a faucet running.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, all right, everyone. So that became the ongoing joke that whenever anyone would walk by me and they would see Jim near me, they would go,
Did he know you had a crush? Kind of.
I don't think so.
Did he know? Did he know how
so.
charismatic he was to what? Like, did he?
I don't think he knew his own power.
He did.
Okay, yeah.
I don't think he did. I think he knew, but like I don't know if it ever really settled
Sunk
in.
Yeah.
And if it did, he would probably just brush it off because he was such a person's person. You know, there was no actor, Hollywood. I mean, even though he did have those aspects, I guess some people might say, to him because he was kind of wild.
Yeah.
And you know, he was like an animal in a cage to a certain degree, especially when he was acting.
What an artist. Yeah.
So yeah, he had those qualities of an actor like that, but the flip side of it was he was about as real as it gets.
Yeah.
And he was always looking out for us, and
I heard
he didn't
generous.
like he was crazy generous. I'm sure you've heard the story about the DVD sales.
Yeah.
That was a big one. You know, when he pulled us all into his camper, separately, each of us, and handed us a $30,000 check.
Fuck. I don't think I heard that one. I thought it was like watches he gave away or just.
Oh, he did that too. I was not around for that.
Yeah.
But I was around
for DVD
when
sales. Wow.
they cut him a deal for the DVDs. We got nothing. We don't get residuals from the Sopranos.
It's so crazy.
Still to this day.
Nothing. I get paid nothing.
I
It's
can't.
crazy. And I still can't walk down the fucking street.
Are you
without.
fucking serious? You don't get residuals?
I mean, I can't believe
it was
that
just a deal you signed. It wasn't like you got scammed or nothing. It was a
No,
deal
it was
back then.
cable back in those days, I
Yeah.
guess. I
you
don't
guys
know.
made HBO.
Holy fuck.
Nothing. We got nothing.
Oh my god!
Oh
I
my
feel like we can do
God.
it.
I'm
No,
never gonna
not
watch that
say on
again.
here.
That's fucking so no residuals. Okay. So he
No.
gave you money from the DVD sales or something.
He
the
gave us
deal.
money from the DVD sales.
That's so
yeah.
sweet. Holy shit.
Yeah, and if my check was 30, I'm sure everybody's check was 30, and I don't know what that, you know, DVDs. How long did that
I mean,
last
can't
for?
SAG-
a minute in time. You know what I mean?
Can't SAG retroactivate
That's a-
that
yeah, it's a
and like
great
go
point.
back
there were
and
a
be
few
like,
actors that wanted to get back together and say,
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
what, guys, you
guys got taken advantage
deserve our
of.
fucking royalties here, but.
But Sons of Anarchy is different. That's different.
Strangely enough, I don't see a huge residual
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
in
yeah.
my life. But I think a lot of I don't know if my shows are syndicated.
I
Okay.
think you see
I don't know
Sons
how
of
many
Anarchy because we
episodes.
see Sons of Anarchy residuals for the music.
It's different. That's different. That's
would
You guys had a
definitely
song
different.
on there. He had a
I'm
song
Dave
on
sure
there.
we
did
get
the main
something on
title
Sons.
theme song
Oh,
for Sons of
he
Anarchy.
did?
Holy
shit!
Yeah.
I didn't know
Yeah, isn't
that.
that funny?
Wow.
Yeah, that's when he started telling me how cool she was. I
Okay.
guess, back in that day.
And so also then like when on a show like that and it's so amazing and then like you find out your character is gonna get killed. Does that like hit you in real life too?
On Sopranos.
Yeah, like when you're like, oh, this is my last day, or
I'll
just,
never forget that day. That day we were shooting the scene where Jim and I crashed the car.
Oh yeah, okay.
So I have a neck brace on. So it must be the ambulance. Is there an ambulance scene?
Maybe.
I never got that far when we were doing the podcast, so I forget. I haven't watched it since the show aired.
You haven't.
No, except for
Oh,
what
when
we
you
did on
guys
the
were
podcast.
high all night. Were you guys high all night?
Yes, we were high all
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead. So what happened? I'm so into this now.
Me
Okay.
too.
David
I feel like
Chase I had gone to him and I said, I want to direct a movie. Am I coming back? It seems like you might be killing me. I got to be honest. And well, you don't ask David Chase that fucking question. That means you're a real brazen little bitch. So he said, give me some time to think about it.
you're so shy too.
And
Normally, I can't believe
I
you
asked
did that.
him because I want to direct this movie, and I felt like it was an okay thing to ask. It wasn't like I want to go act on another TV show.
Yeah.
It was I want to direct a film in the downtime. That's all I need to know.
Yeah.
And then he came back to me and he sat me on the street. We sat on the street curb where we were filming in Jersey, and I had the neck brace on, and that's when he told me I have the neck brace on. He said, and I had to play a huge scene at that moment. And I didn't want to play that big fucking scene. But he had just told me that, I don't know, we're going to film it 2 ways. We're going to film it where you get away.
Okay.
For confidentiality reasons. And we're going to film it where they kill you. And no one's going to know how it ends until it airs.
So what was your response to that? To David? Like, how do you respond?
Yeah.
Because you're disappointed.
I wanted to ask questions. Like, so can I go direct the movie? So what does this mean?
Yeah.
Can I do the movie? And then they ended up paying me for the next season to shut the fuck up.
No way.
So I couldn't take a job. And I took a job. And I
Wow.
did. I took a job. But they knew that I wasn't allowed to announce that job for a while. It got out that I took the job. And David got mad. And he called me and he said, I thought we had a deal here. I thought we knew what we were doing. This is going to fuck with the confidentiality. And he was right. I didn't want anyone. If someone knew I was taking everyone knew that I took another fucking
they would
huge
know.
Friends spin-off
That's
show.
right, Joey. That's right.
You know what I mean? Then that crushes everything
Yeah.
that they've just set up for months, for years.
Yeah.
So I went on a talk show. I can't remember what talk show it was. I think it was Kimmel or something. And I squashed it. And I said, no, I didn't take any other show. I don't know. That was a mistake. I don't know what they're talking about. I'm still on The Sopranos.
Rumors.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you lied.
That's crazy. Yeah, because the Joey was after that. That's right.
Yeah, I weaseled my way out of it. I don't really remember how. I could be wrong. I could be imagining all of this right now too, by the way, because I'm so old. But I think that's what happened, sort of. Because I remember David being disappointed, like, what the fuck? Why is this all over the place today?
They should have had you come back as a ghost that haunted Christopher, like Dexter style. Do you watch Dexter?
I don't, but I want to. Heard great things.
I'm not going to spoil it.
The cat. Do you remember when the cat scurries across and Michael's all like,
Oh, and he thinks it's you?
Oh,
yeah, because
don't
Hesh would call me the cat-eyed shiksa.
I mean, I was thinking like a real, like, hologram style ghost.
So they had me as a ghost. That's why they paid me the extra money to,
Oh, yeah.
to come back that next season. They shot me in Paris. I had to go to Paris to shoot that fucking a scene of me walking 6 steps with the dog.
That's crazy.
Oh my God, that
They were
is
like,
crazy.
I was like, do you guys have to do this in Paris? They were like, yes. I was
I
like,
mean,
Jesus
anyone else
Christ.
would have been
So
excited.
when that show's happening, are you still living on the Lower East Side?
Yes, I bought the house here when I got Joey.
Okay.
Joey was the reason I could do that.
Wow.
At that time.
Wow.
It wasn't Sopranos because I didn't
Wow.
really make money on the Sopranos.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but you still live on the Lower East Side when the show's blowing up, though.
Yes.
Wow. And so how fast does that change for you, like being recognized in the street? Like,
it was
overnight
like
almost?
it was like overnight.
Wow.
It was real. As soon as the show started to air, it was balls to the wall crazy.
Wow.
It
And you
was
still at the
crazy.
store too, right? At that time?
I think the store was it was all at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah.
She was like walking around with the Great Danes and you're on Sopranos.
Oh yeah, and then now it wasn't like I wasn't drawing attention to myself back then. Now I'm like,
I know.
yeah. But I would try to cover up a lot when I was at that time.
Mm-hmm.
But the dogs were.
I
There's
mean.
nothing I could do about the dogs. You know,
You can't dogs.
2 giant
then-
Great Danes.
And then Sons of Anarchy too, which is one of my favorite shows as well. I thought it's a great fucking. That was great too. Your role on that was amazing, man.
That was cool.
It's
That was
heavy.
only supposed to be a cameo.
Okay.
You ended it, the last scene, right?
That was
That was
It
you.
was just a cameo, and I quit the show like right away after the pilot.
You did.
Yes, because they it was like foul play in my
okay.
opinion. They were like, and I don't care if I say it out loud, but they didn't know. They offered me a certain amount of money, which was a nice amount of money for a cameo for one episode. But that should have been my pay now moving forward, which it would have been in my mind. So that when I agreed to do it, they said, "Great, she wants to do it. Will she stay?" We didn't think she was going to do it. Will she stay?
Yeah.
I knew John Linson at the time, who was it was his idea, and he brought it to Kurt Sutter and to FX, and then once the show tested and it tested so well, they're like, "We don't need her. We'll just cut her pay and we just don't have to pay her really because we don't need her. So if she doesn't want to come back, fuck it." But Kurt wanted me to stay. So he called me because this is not me. I just want you to know this is not me. But FX was like, yeah, we're just gonna cut your pay in half.
What?
And I was like, that just doesn't feel good.
TV
No.
is gangster.
Yeah, so
right?
I said, I'm not coming back. And I told Kurt, I'm not coming back. And I went and did Desperate Housewives instead.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. Yeah.
But that was.
But then you came back.
But then I started watching the show.
You're like, this
I
is
had the
awesome.
flu or something, and Shooter and I watched, like we binge watched them in Ireland or I don't know
Oh, it was
where.
so good.
So I
So
texted
good.
Kurt and I go, dude, I'll come back for nothing. Let's fuck some shit up.
Wow.
Well, I
I
have
was
to.
like, let's go.
The
That's
first couple
amazing.
episodes I wasn't into because I was like watching because of Dave was
Okay.
doing the music, but then I feel like it really got
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, it was a fun soap. It was like a crazy soap after a while.
Yeah.
And I was hooked. And then so yeah, I went back for basically nothing.
because
Okay.
of Jack Steller.
But then because of Jack.
Because of Jack.
But then
You're like, he's hot. I'm in for free. Thank you.
yeah, I'll do this. It's
Well,
fine.
you want- oh, you
And
want
I
me to be
loved
my
the-
brown
I loved
underwear?
the guys.
And
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Boone.
And Boone. Yeah, I loved everybody on the show. So it felt like it was the right fit. And I was really happy to go back. But for the last season, that's when they had to lock me down. I was
Okay.
never regular on the show. I was always just recurring because they just, they didn't really pay me to be on the show properly.
Yeah.
So the last season, they were like, well, we need you to not go back to New York
Wow.
for the last season. I was like, all right.
You were
I was like,
so
well, then pay
good.
me.
Yeah, he killed it. Yeah.
You
So
were
they had to
so
pay me.
great on that show.
I was?
Yes.
I don't remember.
No,
even
you
being
played
on
a
it.
great
like a meth
dual
mom, you
type
meth,
of,
yeah, all that. Yeah.
yeah, because you
fucking
felt your pain,
It was
but
heavy,
you were
man.
tough at
That
times.
meth
and-
scene, I just had Bama. She was this
Really?
big.
oh my gosh!
And I was nursing her in between.
and you were that
And I was
little?
playing someone who just shot up
I
and killed their
know.
baby.
That shit
Oh
was
my God.
heavy, dude.
Oh my
And then
God.
I would go back to my trailer and Shooter would be there with my baby.
Aw.
And Californication too. You did that.
That
too.
was my son. I had just
Okay.
had my son.
Wait, you were in that?
It was one episode.
one episode. Yeah.
and
but
I was obsessed with
Hi,
the
nice
show.
to meet you.
It was my favorite show. And Shooter
a
knew.
good show.
Shooter's my ex. He knew it was
Okay.
my favorite show. And I look at him and I go, dude, I can't. They offered me the part because they thought it was funny.
yeah.
And I looked at him and I go, I can't do it. He goes, Dre, you have to. Who gives a shit if you're that fat? Who cares? Because they want me to be a stripper.
Oh, that's right. I know, I
Dance
know, I
on
know.
the car.
Did you?
Two,
I have to
here
watch
I
this.
go
Watch it.
again, which was foreshadowing, by the way, because right after that, Shooter and I would fucking break up and I would start dating the fucking bass player from Whitesnake.
Oh my!
You did the White Snake bass player?
Yes.
Holy
That was
fuck.
the ex that she went to the show with to meet the
That's
new
the
boyfriend.
Ex, that's the ex who I was looking for at the All Them
Okay,
Witches
gotcha.
show.
Is he older dude? Older than you?
No, same age.
Really?
About.
Whitesnake? I
He's a
thought
little
they were older.
younger
Okay,
than me.
okay.
He's a little younger. He's younger.
Okay. White Snake.
I
Holy
was never
fucking
into Whitesnake. I just have to
throwback.
say that for the
Yeah.
record.
Damn.
They're actually pretty good. But that was pretty funny. But anyhow, Californication, they wanted me to be the stripper. And I go, guys, I just had a baby. I'm 210 pounds. And they said, who cares? It'll be funnier that way. You'll wear a muumuu. We'll cover you up. You don't have to, you can wear whatever you want. So I said, okay. So they had all these muumuus for me. And I get there and I put these outfits on and I'm huge. And I'm like, I don't feel like I can say my lines dressed like this. So I called Agatha and I go, dude,
Agatha?
do
Oh,
you know
yeah,
Agatha?
yeah, my wife knows her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go,
That's amazing.
send me over some big shit and where my tits will be falling out all over the place.
Oh my God.
And in between every take, I'm nursing blackjack because my boobs were, they were milking everywhere. It was disgusting. I'm sorry.
The worst time.
But I had so much fun. I hadn't been acting for a while.
Yeah.
And doing that and hanging out with David Duchovny for that time, that was
he's
it. I was
awesome.
like, I want to go back. I want to act again.
So you took
And
a break. You took a break for a little while.
I don't want to do it anymore.
Look who's. What up,
Hey.
Chappelle? That's Chappelle. You don't want to do it anymore. How long did you take a break for? How long did you take a break?
Well, I was I had a baby.
Yeah.
And it was, I didn't think I was going to go back for a while, especially 210 pounds. People are used to me being 110 pounds.
Yeah.
I was like, it's like I just ate another person instead of just gave birth to another person.
you gained weight like an hourglass, though. I mean, it's
No,
very
I was really big and I
voluptuous.
It's very
couldn't walk.
voluptuous.
I couldn't walk. I had tendonitis in both my hips. Like I was really bad. So they had a body double to dance
Oh,
on the
really?
hood of, I had to dance on the hood of his Porsche.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. I'm so YouTubing this when I get
Dude.
home.
And I had to
Toby.
do all these fight scenes. You will
Fuck.
die.
I
Wayne.
cannot
You've never seen
wait.
it?
I can't wait.
We're gonna watch
This
that
is.
shit
I'm
in the
so.
car.
Thank you for inviting us to be here because I would have never known that.
So after Sopranos, everything opens up for you. Like you're getting offers, all kinds of shit. It's like game changing.
after The Sopranos, all I wanted to do was live in my boyfriend's tour bus. I didn't want to. I was like, you know what? I did it. I felt it. I know what it's like to win an award. I know what it,
couple awards.
And now it was his turn for me, and I was like, I just want him to have all the stuff that I have.
That's so sweet.
And I just want to live on his tour bus and party because I got sober when I was 21, and I want to fucking party.
Oh
again.
yeah, so now you're celebrating the successes, and now you're like, fuck, I'm gonna drink, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, we were just having a good time being kids, and
you were
being
like his
wild.
manager.
I was,
Ish.
you know,
Yeah.
I was his cheerleader.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you saved my ass.
I
at
love
Sundance.
that. So you saved your ass.
Well, I would produce shows in Sundance, and that's when Velvet Revolver was supposed to play at my show, and Scott's brother had passed away, and Dave's like, hold on, I think Shooter's in town, and because Dre's
Big
doing
shoes
something.
to fill Scott Weiland's shoes.
That's no
Yeah.
joke.
He
and-
was scared.
But she was at
That's
Sundance
heavy.
for like acting stuff, and she had just by chance bought Shooter, and she shows up, and they save the fucking day. Like
He was
save
so good.
The day.
He did
such
I
a
don't
good
even
job.
know her. I'm sitting in this little back room, and she's like, he's got it with her cool little fringe purse.
You
I'm
guys are
like,
meant to be friends.
I
man.
mean, I was like, dude, this chick's awesome. And
I was like,
Shooter's
just stay
yes,
with me. Just
yes.
stay with me, Shooter. Don't nobody.
I mean,
else is
and
in
this
the room.
wasn't like a small part. Like Billy Crudup was there.
Oh,
it was like
shit.
a
It
big.
was
I
a huge
loved him.
celebrity party.
Yes.
Okay.
Sundance party. And little Shooter, he's like, what the fuck? I gotta sing
I was
acoustic at this fucking show. Scott Weiland, one of my idols. Like, I can't do this.
It was crazy. I was producing the event, and we had no talent for that night. And I was like, "Oh my God, what am I going to do?" She saved my ass.
That's
Thank
amazing.
you.
I didn't say Shooter did.
Well, you
but
did. You
but
gave him the
I
confidence.
cheerleaded.
Yeah,
Cheerlead.
It was
the,
so good.
You're like the most non-Hollywood actor.
I don't know
Because
anything
you're
about
like in New
Hollywood.
York, you're like your Lower East Side, rock and roll, punk, or you know what I'm saying? I love that. Like you probably have more edge over people too for just being come from that world too.
That's maybe where it comes across that I'm tough.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, and it's not that I'm tough. I'm just accessible, relatable. I'm not like,
yeah.
you know.
Do people try to keep you in that character, that character the rest after that, like trying to get roles like that?
I'm still stereotyped, and I'm 50 now. I was in my 20s, and they're like,
Fucking
well, I
20s.
don't know. We need to read her. We don't know if she can speak without that accent.
Oh,
and I'm
God.
like, come on.
I just saw that Monday was 23 years of Sopranos. 23 years ago.
23.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then when you first read for it, they said you weren't Italian enough, right?
I wasn't because I didn't use the accent because I thought it was about singers.
Soprano.
I didn't know what it was
shit.
about. So
I
I
didn't
went
even think
in.
about that.
Yeah, I went in looking totally normal with my hair pulled back and no makeup. You know, they say blank slate, blank slate.
Yeah.
So I was that guy, and then they were like, "This is a fucking balls out Italian mafia show," and I was like, "Motherfucker, I have just been taking speech lessons to get rid of this fucking accent." Wow. And now I need it, and now I don't even know how to do it. You know.
So you came back with the hair tees and stuff and like a chain, right? Something
Well,
like
they
that?
called me at my mom's house, and they said, "We need you to come for an audition right away." And I go, "I'm in Queens," and they're like, "We're in Queens." I was like, "Oh, fuck me." What TV show ever says "We're in Queens"?
Yeah.
I was like, "All right, fine." I didn't
That's
even
true.
know that was the callback, though.
Okay.
That was the callback, and my grandma was making chicken cutlets.
Classic.
So she made a chicken cutlet parm sandwich for us to take. So we're fucking eating these heroes in the car. And my mom's like, she pulls out my nameplate in diamonds, Andrea, with a rope chain from my confirmation. She goes, "Put this on." She goes, "You need to wear this. And just remember." And my only line was "ow." She goes, 4 syllables for that ow. Don't fuck it up. She goes, "Just like the neighbor." Because the neighbor, she'd talk like this all the time. And ow. Wah.
Wait,
And that was
did
it.
you know the character's name was Andrea?
Was Adriana?
Adriana,
Yeah.
Andrea. So you knew that beforehand going into the callback.
I think so, because the callback was I think it was the scene where Christopher is in line to go into a nightclub and Scorsese's there.
But did he name that character after your name?
No.
Oh, that's
Oh, maybe he
interesting.
did. Well,
I
David
think he
Chase would
was-
do that, though.
Andrea, you know.
He would do that. He would take people's character traits, like Tony Sirico's, the fact that he was a germaphobe and always with the banaka.
Oh, God.
Like he would incorporate their isms into the
character.
show. So my character became a music manager. He knew I was into the whole music scene and music world and all that.
Oh yeah, those
stuff.
bands.
My favorite
all
scenes
the
The Phyla.
when you were dancing and like, this is great. Meow.
Oh, that band, dude. Oh my God, that was fucking. That's right. You're doing that. You're man.
Oh my God, those were some of the fucking funniest scenes ever. That episode was not one. It's not a classic Soprano episode, but we shot for like 16 hours a day.
Holy shit.
Yeah, like I think that they changed the model of how they were going to position the weeks after that episode, because we shot until I just couldn't believe how we would walk home at when the sun was coming up.
Yeah.
And they weren't night shoots.
Wow, that must teach you patience, right?
You know, they have that band. I forgot the band's name, and they were like, you loved them so much. It was so
Defila.
Do you film that stuff in Jersey too? A lot of it, or
No, that was all in Manhattan.
Oh wow, okay.
That whole episode was in Manhattan.
Wow.
Oh, that's right. Was that Alicia? No. Was that Alicia Witt in that
No,
episode?
that episode we shot in Manhattan. We shot a lot of stuff in Manhattan. Jersey was just for the
Satin Dolls.
Satin Dolls, which was in Lodi, and then but most of the sets were in Queens. They were all built.
Is that the Bada Bing? That's what Satin Dolls?
But the inside was built at Silver Cup.
Wow, man. Such a life changer. It's crazy, man.
I
never get sick of watching. Like we watch it all the time. You might see something in there. I have that with Breaking Bad's on my top 2.
I need to do that one.
You ever seen Breaking Bad yet?
I started it and then I never finished it. My boyfriend watches it like people watch Sopranos. Because he's younger, so he doesn't get the Sopranos. He's also like an Ohio boy. Like he just doesn't get the world. He's a real country boy.
Okay.
He's
like, you were on what show? Like even when he slid in on the DM, he didn't even. His friend said you should text this chick, but he didn't know who the fuck.
Oh, he wasn't texting you because of who you were. He said because you were hot.
Yeah, he saw a picture of me on the Instagram, and he goes, "Fuck it, I'll text her."
Yeah,
he didn't even know that I was. He didn't care. He still doesn't care.
It's kind of crazy and cool. You never watched it again. It's pretty awesome.
What the outbreak?
Yeah, just Sopranos. Watch the whole thing over. You never watched.
Well, we were because we were
yeah.
doing the podcast, but no, I stopped. I got a bad taste in my mouth doing the podcast.
It was a lot.
It bothered me.
And is it weird watching yourself on screen? You watch yourself and stuff usually, or no?
I was a fan of the show, so I watched Sopranos as it aired on Sundays. I wouldn't read the scripts.
Yeah.
I became maniacally obsessed with it. Both my mom and I, because she's a writer and she's Italian. And she writes very much like David Chase. So I would watch it on Sundays with everyone else. I never wanted to know what was going on. That's the only show that I've ever watched that I was in. Okay. Aside from Sons, which I only watched when I actually wasn't in it.
Mm. Do you watch comedies too, both of you? You watch just dramatic stuff? You watch like fun stuff?
I'm trying to think of what
she watches more TV than I do. Yeah. I don't watch anything.
I like
some
series.
Ozark and stuff like that.
I did watch Ozark. Yeah, that was good.
I did the first.
I'm watching Yellowstone now. It's amazing.
Is it?
No. What about Juliet's? I didn't see.
Oh, Yellow Jackets.
I'm obsessed.
I want to see that. I want to.
She's so
I watch
good
anything.
in it.
I'll watch her do anything.
She's amazing.
All the kids in it,
badass.
the younger selves are amazing. It's the casting is unbelievable. Ricci's in it, right?
Yeah.
Christina Ricci.
That shit's really good. Yellowstone's great too.
I haven't seen that one. It's more of a period piece, right? Is Yellowstone?
Yeah, Cowboys and Indians, which is in Wyoming.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
We watch things like Boba Fett because of the kids.
Some mom stuff, yeah.
But I'm into it. I'm really into Boba Fett right now. I love some Star Wars shit.
You love Star Wars growing up?
I like Star Wars. Yeah,
okay.
My son's not into
Me
it.
either. My son can't do this.
And I'm like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, CGI like
but
the original ones.
I loved the freaking Mandalorian and now Boba Fett. Like I'm super.
The Mandalorian
into
was
it.
great,
and I'm really into Naruto.
What is that? What is that?
It's
oh my god!
Japanese anime. I watch it with my son, and I was like in the shower yesterday, and I was like, God, I really want to watch the next episode of Naruto.
Oh my god!
And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with me?
Isn't it crazy you become parents and stuff that you're into?
I'm into Teen Titans. I just got to say that.
Me too.
Do you remember Teen Titans?
I do.
I just love doing anything with my little guy. So anything he wants to do, I'm right there with him.
I know. Did they want to get into the industry, acting or anything, or?
I think my son is. That I mean, it's either going to be a scientist or it's
dancer.
He's a good dancer. He's good.
I saw him. Was he the one popping in there?
Yeah.
It was amazing.
So
yeah.
But I think he'd be the actory one. She's a prodigy.
Oh, she's going to be a musician.
And visual art.
Yeah.
And writing. Like she's just. I don't know what to do with her.
Yeah.
I mean, she just taught herself what did she do?
Well, she got a harp for Christmas. That's what kids want.
Who
harp.
does that? And by the way, a week later, Dre's like, "Oh, I have to you have to sign a contract for it, and they have to get lessons
out on your house for a freaking
and they
harp.
make you they make you get lessons." And then like a week later, I'm on the phone with her, and I'm like, "Oh my God, is that Bama playing?" She taught herself.
That's awesome.
In a week.
That's amazing.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, harp. It's pretty. Yeah.
And her piano playing, and she's in the quarantine. She's a straight A student.
Wow.
I was like, this kid's fine. I don't have to pay attention to her. She'll be fine online. And then I didn't know she was failing out of school.
Oh, really?
But she wrote 20 songs of original music
during that time. Yeah.
Wow. And I'm like, well, what do I do? Like, do I punish you? I don't know what the fuck to do. I take the piano away from my kid on a regular basis now. I feel like an asshole. But then she goes to her dad's, and her dad's like, you can play here. Because they're musicians. But I'm like, someone's got to hold this shit down.
Yeah, it's an interesting balance when that happens too. I had friends like that. They were separated, and then like one house is kind of like a free for all, one has like rules that balance, and then you're the bad guy. Who's the bad guy?
Well, there's that too, but this is more about, I think, because with Shooter and her, I think it's definitely like we're musicians. Like that's the one area where he knows that he'll get a free pass from me too. Like I'm not going to be like, you motherfucker. No, we have to have a united front here. Like I kind of laugh. I look at Bama. I go, did Daddy let you play the piano? And she looks at me and she goes, I'm like, all right.
Yeah, you don't really care. I mean, you learn more from doing stuff like that than in school.
The homeschooling shit was hard for my son too. Just like being on the computer and nobody takes it seriously, and he didn't get to graduate. It was his senior year. It's just so weird.
So he finished out here.
Yeah, in the house. Yeah. Then we had some weird.
That's
6 feet apart in graduation thing at the school. It was really weird.
I hate that.
It's hard though. But were your kids good in school before that happened?
She's straight A student.
Yeah, before that. Yeah.
And he became a straight A student in the quarantine.
Okay. Yeah.
But like, well, I didn't know if he was really. He keeps saying, I don't feel like I'm learning enough or that much. I mean, they went to school between New York and LA.
Okay.
And the New York school, I gotta say, I don't want to be an asshole. It's a whole different level of learning. Like they came back here and it was like, is this for real? And
it's more laid back.
And they're, they went to, really good schools here, but
yeah,
it's just not the same.
It's so different too. Like even the math, everything's so different. Like
I think some of the progressive shit sometimes starts to becomes that and not. It doesn't become about actually learning anymore. It becomes about just coddling these kids to the point
too much.
Where, and I joke around with the kids and I'm like, you know what? I understand this whole woke thing, but I'm not going to fucking let you guys grow up to be pussies. I'm fucking sorry. I'm an Italian mom and I am fucking not putting up. I don't want to hear. Yes, you're a man. You can cry as much as you want, but at a certain fucking point, I'm gonna fucking pull it back. And you and me know, Toby, we're crybabies.
There's only room for one crybaby in the house.
No, but I just
right.
just want to make sure that because the world is changing and
really
it's changing fast and it's not a safe place right now.
It's not.
It's a strange place.
It is.
I want these kids to be able to take care of themselves if something happens to me.
So tough.
It's so different. Like somebody was fucking with my son like when he was in 8th grade. And my wife told him like, yo, you hit back. Like if somebody fucks you hit him back. You know what I mean? And then when the teachers found out my wife said that, she's like, I'm gonna have my son defend himself.
Right.
Somebody hits him first, hit him back, but you can't do that now.
I mean? I mean, I called the school in New York when some kid was bullying. I said, I already told my kid to use his voice 4 times. He can do as many peace talks because Blackjack will try to squash any bullies that are going, even if they're bullying him.
Yeah.
And I said, but I just want you to know that when he fucking kicks him in the nuts, that I told him to do that.
Wow.
It's not his fucking fault.
Yeah.
Because if the kid goes at him fucking 10th time and now he's still trying to use a peace talk and it's not working and the kid is fucking touching my son, his balls are next.
100%. It's so hard because you want to be there too. Like somebody took my son's chain and then my wife and I wanted to go to school. Max like, please don't go to school because then I'm a snitch. And then something actually happened to him worse if you go in and say something. She just had to deal with it. He bought the chain off Amazon. It was his first gold chain. He was so happy. And someone was like, can I see your chain? They took it off. And he was like, so nice. Here you go. And then, I can't know where it is now. And they surrounded Max and they took his chain. He was so heartbroken. We wanted to go there. You want to go there and fight for him. You can't.
My son was in a huddle and he was in 3rd grade and his best friend. And there was all these 5th graders standing around and they pantsed his best friend, his 3rd grade best friend. My son had a cast on because he had sprained his thing. He fucking rounds out and punches the fifth grader.
I'm not worried about her son in any situation.
In the jaw. The kid, I'm showing up because there's like an after school, like they can hang out after school for a little bit. So I show up and I see this fifth grader crying on the floor, and Waylon and then all the fifth graders surrounded my little third grade son, and he was like, he pants my best friend. I'm gonna, So it was, and this
Did he get in
little,
trouble?
the principal, I'm like, honestly, I'm
Was
like,
it Tier back then?
I think it was Tier, and I was like, you know what? No, I'm like, I was like, this kid pulled his friend's pants down. He was naked in third grade, bullying. I said, so my son stuck up for him. Where's that it takes a village and everybody stand behind. He's in third grade. He doesn't get it. So the kid got knocked out. Okay.
Wow. I hate when kids.
I'm Jersey in that aspect.
You know
I know it's very East Coast of us. Protecting
the kids in Blackjack's class too. He has no friends at the school.
It's tough, boys.
He wants to leave California. He's the one who's always like, let's get out of here. There's no community.
Wow. Yeah, I do see that too.
It's tough with boys. I have to be honest with you. Even it's just when they're younger.
Emma
I think
doesn't
it's
care
tough.
if she ever has a friend.
Really?
No. Boys are so much at a younger age more sensitive for sure.
100%.
And I feel like it's tough.
But now they can get bullied online, which is really we get bullied at school. You can go home.
He gets bullied online.
Yeah, all night long. No, you can. It happens. It's 24/7.
Oh, it's gaming. Yeah.
Gaming. It's ugly.
Well, because they're behind.
Hiding.
They're behind a shield.
And just mean shit, just horrible things, always this crazy shit they say. Not now, but the younger that happens.
I think that in Blackjack's age, he's in 5th grade. Now, I think that goes on between at 5th grade. I'm trying to remember.
Wait, Blackjack and Waylon were having a full war online.
Recently?
Oh,
remember?
really?
Oh, no. Oh, back 2 years ago.
They're playing games?
It was these older kids. And then this one. They're horrible.
That's the gaming with all
But
kinds
I
of
will
people.
say there's a thing that goes on between 5th and 6th grade. For these boys, because my son grew out of that now, and now because I can hear my house echoes, they don't do it. But there's a weird, how kids always go through the same stages. I feel like that's going to be done for you in a year. Oh, they're not going to do it.
I know. I do like the stages.
I laugh at I say to Blackjack, keep it down up there. You don't want to be the reason Robbie leaves mommy. We say it over and over again, and Robbie's just always like, Jesus
disapproving
Christ,
head
because
nod.
he fucking when he hears Blackjack screaming in the bedroom with the computers, he's like, does this not drive anyone else crazy?
So he's playing the games really intense and
there's a word for it.
At the top of
There's a sound
lungs.
word for that. People who are sensitive to sound. Yeah, my
Robbie
son's
has
got it.
misophonia.
I have it. I have it.
You can't fucking chew in the car on a road. We road trip nonstop.
I know. I saw the video you guys coming across the country. It was awesome.
Well, you can't chew behind my boyfriend.
Oh, chew gum.
But it's a thing.
Anything.
But can I tell you something? It's a real thing.
Really?
I
It's not just an
know.
annoyance thing?
Chris,
No, it's a thing.
live with you.
Waylon's got
Your
it.
son has it.
My
Blackjack has it too.
So
I
he
have it a
does
little
it.
bit too. I have it a little
What,
bit
people
too.
chewing their
Just noises. If I'm in the car and I have another kid and they're playing video games in the car and they have their phone up loud,
That's
and
annoying.
they're
It's
and I'm
distracting.
like,
Yeah, that's just annoying.
I can't.
Yeah.
But Robbie, it can be any. It can just be like.
just
like that.
Wait, we can do SMR here, but the
What are you doing? What is it?
ASMR.
ASMR when they're like, hello,
You start
and they do little sounds
okay,
that
that's
drive
what
people
I'm
crazy.
Yeah.
shit in the microphone.
Yeah.
So moving forward, do you have something you're working on right now or anything or no?
I've done a couple of movies. What was I was promoting something yesterday. Oh yeah,
Lifetime.
We have a psychotic Lifetime movie where I got to play an Italian guy. But
Wow.
I'm not a guy. I'm a girl.
Okay.
It's not one of those things.
Okay.
It's but the character was originally a man, I think.
Oh, wow.
And they ended up hiring me, so they just left her name as Rocco.
Okay.
So I play this. I think that's coming out, and then her husband did the music for that too.
Is that crazy?
Nice.
Happenstance.
That's cool. You got all
Again,
that stuff. I didn't know you did that.
it's
That's
not like
cool.
they're referring each other, which is
Yeah.
weird, right?
Just happened.
Yeah, that was weird.
So weird.
But so yeah, that's a crazy, and that was a first time director that I wanted to work with, and we had the same manager and stuff, so it was a fun project, and that's called Safe Room or something.
Safe Room?
Space. I have no idea. But then I did a crazy movie, and there I play a psychotic supervillain.
Okay. Supervillain.
Yeah, and then I play a psychotic supervillain in this movie called it's called One Way, because Black Jack's been wearing the shirt for days that says "Get off this fucking bus." And I'm like, you can't wear that to school. It says "Get off this fucking bus." But that was Machine Gun Kelly made the shirts for everybody. Nice. So I terrorized the shit out of him.
Okay, he's a pretty good actor.
And,
I seen him. Motley Crue movie was great.
I didn't see that movie.
Oh, I want to see that.
Excellent.
But this movie's intense, and his part. I can't give anything away. Yeah. He's just he had to be in this one space for the whole duration of the film in one location.
Oh wow!
And it was not easy. I would imagine. I didn't have to work with him too much. I come in the beginning and in the end, and that's it.
Yeah. He's pretty serious about acting. He does pretty well.
He was great.
Okay.
In this scene, I play his.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
I'm not even gonna say what my relationship to him is.
Okay.
It's so totally fucking bizarre.
When is that coming out?
When's that coming out?
I don't know. His last movie just came out. The director, Andrew Baird, 414, I think it's called. It's like all over the internet right now.
Okay.
With Guy Pearce. Who's the Australian actor?
Guy Ritchie? No, Guy Ritchie.
Oh God, I can't remember. I'm so bad
That's
at this shit.
Yeah.
I think the guy who was in Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
I don't know.
He's fantastic.
Okay.
Anyway, they just did that movie's out right now. So that ours One Way, I think that'll come out maybe next year. Again, psychotic supervillain. Travis Fimmel's in that. Kevin Bacon.
Ooh, Kevin Bacon.
It's a cool cast. And I think I basically was I sleeping with half of them? Maybe, I don't know.
In real life?
No.
And then you did Paradise City too with Lorenzo.
Oh, you know Lorenzo.
Lorenzo from music. Yes, One Enemy. Yeah, dude.
We were
Queens.
just okay. Oh, okay.
He's a real New York cat, man.
Oh
my
God.
God.
You kidding me? Fucking Lorenzo.
Yeah.
He just sent me. He just sent me a video of me and said I miss you, and so we just picked it up and started talking again this week.
Yeah,
he's been really busy acting.
Yeah, I'm happy for him. He's grinding,
I know.
man. He was doing some wrestling for a second. He's in the music industry. He's in everything. Yeah.
Yeah, he's acting a lot right now with a lot of big players. So he's pumped.
Do you guys watch Euphoria?
No, but Catherine Narducci.
I need to talk about that with you because she reminded me of you on Sopranos. It seemed.
Wait,
did you watch it?
No, I get a message
dude.
from my friend Greg. Do you know G-Spot?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So Greg sends
the G-Spot.
He sends me a picture of Narducci, and he goes, dude. They tried to do you on Sopranos. I'm telling you right now, it doesn't look like you, but she told me when she got the part, I'm going blonde, tattoos.
Yeah, she's all tatted up.
Yeah, she was so excited.
She murdered it, and I
That's
love
what
that.
he said.
I love that show, and she's the beginning of the first season premiere of season 2. She killed it, but she reminded me of you so much in Sopranos. It's so
really?
Unbelievable.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Well, he said to me, he said it could have been one of you guys. He goes, but I had to watch her 4 times because the scenes were so good. She was so good in it. She was so fantastic. And I remember when she got it and she was like, I'm doing something. You're not going to believe it, Dre. I can't tell you what it is. It's not like me. It's not going to look like me. I'm dyeing my hair and I'm covered in tattoos. And I'm like, I have to lose my accent, she said.
I don't know. She was hard as fuck.
She was. I can't wait.
It is, but it really,
see it. I've never seen the show either.
It's a great fucking show. It's a really big show too.
I'm going to see it.
But G-Spot sends me the text and he goes, you two need to rob banks together. I'm done.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah, that's great because I only know her from The Sopranos when she was Homeboy's wife in the restaurant, all that.
Yeah, she's been grinding.
Okay.
She's also like Lorenzo at this point. She has not stopped fucking working.
That's great.
Yeah, you're gonna trip when you see it, especially outside perspective, being her friend. It's very.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah,
man.
I heard. Oh, and what else did he write me? That the internet wants a spin-off of her.
Oh, really?
Yes.
From that show.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wait, she's the grandma. She's a crazy grandma. That's right.
She plays a grandma.
Yeah. But like a gangster ass grandma that's like younger.
Oh my God! And she's wearing an H-Bar-C suit in the picture he sent me, like a crazy Western suit.
One more thing, I fucking hated the FBI agent in Sopranos who befriended you. I hate her so fucking much. I forgot her name. Her name was Deborah Cicione Waldrop, whatever her name was. The FBI agent. I fucking hated her so much. I just want to say that to you. She made me so mad because you fell for it and you guys were so close and all that shit. Okay.
You wanted a real friend and you got a bad one.
You know that it was originally Fairuza Balk.
Who was it?
It wasn't her.
Oh, okay.
We shot that with Fairuza Balk, who's a really famous actress.
Okay.
Who you've seen in a million movies.
Sure I have.
You would know who she is like that. Mm-hmm. Big lips, hard kind of.
Okay.
She's like a criminal, you know.
So
Okay.
what happened to her?
I mean, the story was.
I hated that character.
I don't even know if I'm allowed to tell the story, but she basically would show up to work for hours. I waited for her outside of the Teamster van for hours.
Wow.
And she never got in the van, and it took forever. And then she finally got in the van. And then apparently she wanted a ridiculous amount of money, like
so
what
they were
Jim
like-
was getting paid. So they had to reshoot that scene from the last season. She's in it with me. They didn't want it to be on the DVD.
Okay.
So they reshot it so they could replace it with Lola, who played Daniela.
Okay.
Oh, Daniela.
Which
that
was the
her
one?
name.
That was the one that you
Yeah,
didn't like.
so fucking her.
Not the blonde.
The one that was FBI agent undercover as your friend.
I love how
okay,
passionate you
okay.
are
I fucking
about
hated
it.
her. She's fucking annoying. And then the Many Saints of Newark. Did you watch it?
Yes.
I don't want. Do you watch it too?
I did. I didn't like it. I'm
don't
gonna say
wanna
I can
say
say
it.
that.
You
Actually,
Want me to say? You know what?
actually,
Guess what? I'll say it. You ready? Go, Chris.
No, I can say it because I wasn't ever. I have no connection. But like,
I had high
what a
expectations, man. I had
letdown!
so much high
I can say
expectations.
something else, but I don't want to be mean.
Go ahead,
And then the
just
way
say
they
it.
made people.
Can I
I mean,
say
his
it?
son murdered it. His son, I think his son killed
Let's
it.
not be PC for 5 minutes, guys.
Let's go. Let's go. Did you? Were you like what the fuck?
All right, I watched it with Deborah Gandolfini, his widow.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I watched it with her. I was invited to the premiere. I did not go. I heard that everybody was semi mistreated to a degree.
Okay.
I'm just being honest.
Keep 100, girl. Let's go.
She wasn't invited. I was bringing her as my date.
She wasn't
was not
invited?
No.
Her fucking son's in there.
I know.
No, it's not her son.
Okay.
Not her son.
Okay.
That's his ex-wife.
But
It's
still,
still-
but
it's his-
still,
it's-
fam.
But she wouldn't go with me because she was like, I feel slighted. I feel like
It's his widow. It's
Yeah,
Jim's
and
widow.
it's Jim's voice, and they had to pay her to
man.
use his voice.
No.
Which of course they
Fuck,
probably didn't even
dude.
want to do.
And then there's no invitation.
So I was very pissed off. I'll be totally honest. I was
Before you even
furious.
saw it. Yeah, okay.
So I said, you know what? I'm coming to your house. We're gonna watch it together when it premieres. So she cooked Chinese food.
It's awesome.
So
Yum.
that's why she cooked us some Chinese food, and we watched it together. And by the end of it, I looked at her and I said, "It's over. It didn't start though."
Yeah.
100%.
And I love Ray. Ray's my boy. He was dying to work with David. He was dying to be part of The Sopranos.
He did good. He killed it. He did good.
Mm-hmm.
He did good. He was. They should have never fucking had him there, in my opinion. He was. It was like a. What's the right word for it? It was gratuitous. It was like,
Okay.
oh, let's just put Ray Liotta in here. I felt like
got you.
was chasing Mean Streets up the wazoo. Chasing Goodfellas.
Of course.
It didn't know where it wanted to go.
Yeah, there was no plot. There was nothing.
It was
But
nothing.
as a TV series, it 100% works. They misled people to believe it was about Tony Soprano's upbringing, and
True.
there's nothing about
100%.
it.
That's
It's
what I
got
was
nothing
gonna
to
say.
do.
That's what I was gonna say. It was
Yeah.
totally off course.
Yeah, they used him, and the kid was great.
He
Michael
was
was
great.
great, but it
Looks
was
like him. It's
not.
crazy.
It had nothing to do with anything. I loved Giovanni Ribisi. I loved
Oh, he's-
Vera Farmiga. I loved all the acting. When Ray Liotta became a twin later on, I was completely
Oh my God, that's
like,
right.
why is this even happening? It was like a Patsy Parisi moment, like where they on The Sopranos, where they had Patsy and they loved him, they killed him, Philly Parisi.
Oh yeah.
But it's a movie, so you don't have to kill his
It
character and
was
bring
so
him back
odd. It
as
was
someone
so
else.
I was so hyped.
Well,
to
the
watch
bar
it,
was
man.
set so high,
It
but that this
was.
was so off. And I heard that they're doing a series,
The
right?
series will work, because you have so many storylines going on.
That's when they need to have you come back
Yeah,
as
they're
the
doing a
ghost.
series. Really?
That, I'm not interested.
And they just announced a Ray Donovan movie. I love Ray Donovan, but I don't want to see a movie about it now. But that was I was so hyped. Me and Mike was so hyped on that. We
Yeah.
saw it. I was like,
I think that
what
was the setup
that?
for the series, but I don't even remember. It was so unmemorable.
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember how.
And then the young Van Zandt, whatever his name is, fucking making him look like
they
he,
look caricatures.
Oh,
my
by the way,
God, it was so
those
corny.
actors that played I thought they were really. I just didn't think that
was
they
so
killed
corny.
it.
Yeah, just
I'm
like-
gonna say it. I'm gonna
man.
say it. I don't think that they
It's
killed
such
it. The young Van Zandt.
it's such an incredible show. I wish that
It was
just didn't
overacting.
happen.
It was
Yeah.
overacting.
They
Those
tried too
young.
hard. Try too hard.
Yeah, it was those two actors that played the young versions. I thought
Yeah.
that they really were overacting it.
It was out of control. It was so weird to me. The whole thing was weird.
Did some people like it? They get not really.
I'm
I
sure.
read some
Nobody-
reviews.
no.
It's like
I don't think. But
That's
if
such a-
if everyone wants to be as PC as possible these days, because that seems to be the only
It's so
fucking thing
lame.
that fits, then I'm sure it got fucking fantastic
Praise.
reviews.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know, man. To me, it was just way all over the place. And I have friends that are in the movie that also didn't, they were just sort of like, we were completely cut out of the movie.
I mean, I don't even remember that. When you just said that Ray,
so glad about
Ray
this. That was
Liotta
killing
had
me.
a twin, I don't even. It's so. I don't
I
even
forgot about
remember.
that part, but it was so cheesy.
But I don't remember
it.
any
I
of
remember the
it
end.
because that's
It's
how
ridiculous.
Makes
It
no
was
sense.
ridiculous.
you don't remember details of it because it didn't matter.
I wanted to pull Ray out of that movie so bad when I was as I was watching it. I wanted to pull him out of the screen, even though I wanted to see what his next move was. Always because it's Ray.
I
Like,
know, he's-
every
he's-
next move is
Just his
crazy.
face is amazing.
But he was underappreciated in this film. In my not underappreciated by the audience,
Yeah.
by the creators and the writers. Like he should have been a standout.
Yeah.
It's just.
Fuck. Is there somebody you want to work with that you never got to yet that you would love to work with?
Oh my God. I mean, I don't know. I don't think about my industry that much.
Yeah.
But I mean, who's one of my all-time favorites? Like that I want to hug and kiss and jump all over would be like Jack Nicholson.
Ooh, that'd be sick.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
That's great.
I love him so much.
Yeah. Did you work with De Niro before?
That's what I was
No.
gonna say.
No, and I love De Niro.
Yeah.
And I love all the Italians and stuff. But for me, Jack Nicholson,
He's badass.
he's just everything, man.
I know.
He's enough weird. He's enough warm. He just has every element
Yeah.
for me. He reminds me of my dad too.
Yeah.
Aw.
I love that. I love that you're not PC too. I love that you're pretty open about
I
it.
know when to shut my fucking mouth. At the same time, Chris is scared right now.
No, but
I'm
you still, but all the stuff.
Look at my posture. Look at my posture. I'm
But
saying
you're
my
still in New York. You still have that in New York, and you're still the same person you were probably growing up. But all the things, your success is just still fucking. I don't know. You just seem very humble and real and honest and
it's refreshing,
you
right?
give zero fucks. We probably do give fucks because I give fucks.
Well, there's a
and say I
reason
don't.
why we don't have a podcast anymore.
Okay.
Because she knows that she can't shut me up. It's gonna take.
Plus,
a
you guys
lot.
would drink on there a little bit too, right?
We
You
had
little
one
tipsy on
drunk
there?
episode that we had
Yeah, we did that once. That was fun. That if we ever go back and do it, it's gonna be like that.
like that,
Yeah.
easy, and not focus on
Drunk. Not
celebrities
easy, just
and
drunk. I'm
guests.
just kidding.
Yeah, we're just gonna be drunks.
I like that.
We weren't really
And
drunk.
I like that you're sensitive.
Dre,
too,
by
and-
the way-
and you're hypochondriac. It makes me happy.
I'm a mess.
No, by the way, and then she would take one sip and be like, "Oh my god, I think I'm drunk." Like literally, it affects her.
barely drink anymore.
You're 110 pounds soaking wet, so of course.
I'm also 110 years old.
No, you're not.
Stop.
I appreciate. I mean, I feel like I could talk to you hours when you guys are busy, but there's so many things to talk about. But do you guys have any regrets in your life? Serious regrets?
That's this question, Toby.
Maybe just bagging on the many saints of Newark.
You're just giving your opinion. That's not bagging. You're being honest. You're a fucking part of that. Fuck. No real regrets?
I mean, I could go deep, but like, I feel like every decision I made, I've had a long relationship that I was just like, oh, I can't believe I dealt with so much. But
Yeah.
that's what made me who I am.
Who you
So
are. Yeah, for
I'm
sure people say that.
you have, your life's on a whole path that you really pretend that you know that you can plan, but you can't.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. What
What do they say? God laughs when you make plans. Is
Does
that
he?
the thing? I guess he's laughing right now.
Organized
He's
it.
laughing at us, Dre.
Dre, you have none?
I mean, I think the only thing that I regret that I feel bad that I'm far away from my mom, who's got dementia. But I've been taking care of another old lady for years who just passed.
Yeah. What do you call it, Monkey?
Monkey, yeah.
Yeah.
And I have regrets about that. I feel like I didn't pay enough attention when I should have, or stuff like that. I will always regret. I regret all the times that I snuck away to smoke a fucking cigarette. When I remember my agent said this to me, she was like, I realized that I had to stop smoking when I was wishing people away. So you would wish
So you can go smoke a
so you could
cigarette.
go smoke a cigarette.
Wow.
And that was, I regret that. I regret all
Okay.
the moments that I told the kids, I'll be right there. And I would go fucking lock my door and smoke a fucking cigarette like a piece of shit.
You're not a piece of shit.
No. And
Well,
by the
what
way,
I-
you're the most
I would-
hands-on mother
Yeah.
in the world.
Still hated it. Still those 10 minutes, those 20 minutes. I'm never going to get those 20 minutes.
Oh, you're good. You're good. You're with your kids morning, noon, and night.
So how long has it been now since you smoked?
Since
2 days.
December,
December what?
December 8th. 19.
You got it, girl. You got it.
Yeah.
Have you tried quitting before? Probably.
Yeah, I mean, when I was pregnant with the kids,
Of course,
I'm not gonna
yeah.
lie, I took drags of cigarettes.
Yeah.
You did?
My mom did too on
Drags.
all 3 boys.
Oh, back in the day, they would have a
Chain
martini
smoke.
in one hand and
Oh
a
yeah,
cigarette.
Virginia
in the
Slims.
other.
too.
Oh my
Fuck
God.
yeah!
Virginia
But I only took
Slims.
drags with Bama in the beginning because I was like, I'm fucking what? I'm pregnant? I'm what?
Oh, that's when you just realize you have to see the test and you're like, oh my God.
Yeah, I was like, it's impossible.
No.
Not this fucking womb is so polluted.
And then another question: you optimist or pessimist? What do you think?
Optimist, definitely.
Yeah, you're a realist.
Yeah, I guess I'm in the middle.
That's my wife. She's I'm a realist.
Except
I'm
for
a realist.
one week a month, I'm an optimist. I'm pessimist. I'm pessimist 1 week a month.
And I'll bring
Got
her
you.
up.
Yeah,
it'll go back. That's where she and I are good together.
Oh my God!
Yin and
Yesterday
yang.
I was a pessimist and
Okay.
I was just out of my mind, out of sorts, and I'm definitely PMSing,
Okay.
not PMAing.
Toby's like, really?
PMS.
I'm PMSing, not PMAing. I need to be PMAing.
So once a month, yeah, once a month, yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I get down on everything.
But I'm a realist
Mm.
for sure,
Yeah, you seem like it.
big time.
Yeah, you fucking. I like that.
And I wish I would have more facts on everything, but you just don't know what's real anymore. You
Yeah.
know? I just feel like I want to know everything, and I read nonstop, but I just feel like what do I really know at the end of the day? I feel like I know nothing.
Yeah.
There's so much information out there too now, though. There's
Yeah.
so much.
I feel
it's
like the kids teach me shit.
My son does that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any daily rituals?
I mean, I used to meditate for only 10, 15 minutes every morning, but I
gotta
haven't.
try
I
that.
need to get back into that. It's a guided meditation.
Okay.
I used to work out. Don't do that anymore either.
Yeah, we don't.
I have to
Neither
step
of
it
us
up,
are
too.
working out.
I mean, I
I've been
feel
going to
like
running a lot. I've been hiking, trying to hike more.
that's
just-
that's a ritual for me. Like I
Yeah.
need to do some sort of walk, at least every day, every other
Yeah.
day. You know, I just walk in the hills by my house.
That's nice. I used to do coffee too, but it's too much for me.
Yeah, coffee's.
You guys do coffee?
I do a half a cup.
That's
I'm
nice,
I'm
yeah.
kind of
You coffee?
I
sensitive.
have
to-
coffee in the morning. That's it. 1 cup
Yeah.
in the morning. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll have a chai latte later on if I'm hanging out with
Ooh, I
her
like latte, yeah.
or something. But I'm not a coffee. I drink lemon water all day.
You're healthy.
That's
You're
really
pretty
good for you.
healthy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You do juice cleanse too, like she does.
No, I don't do.
You
I'm
and
a-
I,
I'm
that's
I'm
a-
how-
on right now. I started today.
That's how you and I connect. How often do you do that? Or is it like once
Too
a
much.
month?
My wife thinks I'm anorexic. My wife breaks my balls and
Oh, she
says
does,
I'm
manorexic.
eat some fucking food. I did 18 days last year.
You
of a
did?
juice cleanse.
Yeah.
But I feel like
lost
you-
18 pounds. It's crazy.
But you text me.
Holy
I feel like
shit.
when you're doing it, I feel like you do it like once a month. No?
I do it for a couple of days and I fall off so hard.
It's
I'm so
good for
weak.
you to do it though. It's good for you to fast a couple of days to turn your cells.
I'm gonna
over.
do it Monday. Monday, me and Dave are gonna do it 3 days.
Yeah,
Monday,
my
Tuesday,
bass
Wednesday.
player does it he does just water for 24 hours once a week. So it's
Really?
good for you. Yeah, it's really
Just
good for you.
for 24
flushing.
hours.
Just water once a
That's
week.
great.
That's good.
It's really good for you, I guess.
Well, I
yeah.
do the intermittent fasting always,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
not on purpose. I don't start eating till 2:30, 3
I love
o'clock
that.
every day.
Yeah, me too.
That's super good for you.
yeah.
Yeah.
We
I
gotta
do
stay
like
healthy,
the
man.
juice. I just
Yeah,
like
staying healthy is key right now
when I
It is. 'Cause
because they're
juice.
coming to get us.
Come to get us. Come-
Oh, jeez.
Dude, I'll do a whole episode with you on that shit when we fucking get canceled together.
Do you
When
feel
you
like you have more
cancel.
energy when you juice cleanse?
I have more energy anyway. I'm a fucking
I could
hyperactive
see. I
person in
could
life.
see. Yes.
I've always been like this.
You don't
So you're
seem
po-
too hyper to me though. You seem like
I'm trying
someone.
to be professional right now, but otherwise,
I love it out of your
I
fucking
know I'm
skin.
chill. This is my professional mode, but other than that, I'm a fucking spaz. Talk super fast. I'm trying to keep it
I guess
professional for you
am I
guys.
like that?
You guys, yeah, well, when you're passionate about, oh my God,
Like when I'm
yeah.
on the podcast, I never shut up.
Yeah, you guys go hard. I love it though. I love the energy.
You're
There's such good
when
chemistry.
you're passionate about something, when you're all in, you're all in.
That's
No,
what
but
I'm
when
saying.
I'm performing too.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
Like on the podcast, I felt like I was.
But you're even acting, you're performing, your
Yeah.
If you were
podcast
on
is a
camera,
performing.
I was always
Never again.
no.
And then what about this food bank thing you're doing? And you made those
yeah.
T-shirts. Your kid made a shirt. It's awesome.
what?
Your food bank.
Oh,
New York
food
City.
bank,
Yeah,
food bank.
yeah, it's
I
awesome.
didn't
You're
know
doing
what you
that.
said with your
See?
freaking East Coast.
So let me be. What about your food bank?
yeah.
Non-profit you're working
Food
on.
bank is I don't know if it's well I'm sure it goes all year actually. So yeah, you can continuously donate.
Yeah.
We just do a big push during the holidays
Yeah.
for the last couple of years.
Your
I've been
Adrian
involved with
shirts and
them.
the one you and your daughter
The
made.
shirts actually I didn't really promote them that much and we didn't really make a killing on the shirts. But
They were cool,
we
though.
sold a few of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you big on social media? You just do it when you have to do it.
I don't really do anything on social media unless we're promoting something. I'm
Yeah.
really bad about it now. Like I just don't even.
Life is just so busy,
I don't
right?
even look at it anymore. It's like
Yeah, your kids are on there?
no. My daughter's on Reddit.
Okay. Are your kids on there? Social media?
My daughter's crazy.
My
son's a Reddit
TikTok.
too, I
They
think,
like
yeah.
to do the my daughter. She
TikTok.
likes the dances and stuff like
Mine
that.
are
but
not
not
into
really.
any of it at all.
I love
Blackjack's
that.
on YouTube.
Yeah,
watches
Waylon's
gaming.
not on. Waylon's not on social media either.
Yeah, my son pretty much stays. He posts his little pretty boy photos once in a while, but he just surfs every day. He's not really on either. He doesn't play
That's
video
great.
games. He's always outside. You know what I mean? Staying
He
active.
doesn't play video games.
No, I never had it once ever.
Oh, you're lucky.
Never any of that stuff. He just
You're
always
real
was
lucky.
outside
I mean,
skating or.
I feel like it's a business. I remember one time Julia Lewis was on our podcast and I had asked her, or she had offered to repost for us. And I said to her, I was like, that's awesome. And yes, thank you. And I was like, so happy and grateful that but she said, she's like, that's what else is social media for? Really? It's just promoting and helping each other out.
I used to
Or
love it
helping.
just to find cool like pictures and cool shops.
Well,
and cool...
it's an album. It's like an album that we
I
always
liked
have.
it.
Yeah.
I was like, because I don't like Pinterest really. even
And that's
though
how
I
you met your
like
man.
it.
DMs, girl.
That's right. It was the motherfucking
I'm-
DM.
I'm just saying though,
Gotta
like
give that
good
credit.
things happen from it. It is a negative cesspool. There's so much fucking.
Yeah.
I know.
You go down like a rabbit
But
hole
the
in there.
numbers, like, do they really mean anything? Like, my boyfriend's band's really big band. Like, they do really well, but they don't have a shit ton of followers on Instagram or anything. Like, it's not.
People
I
put
don't
too much
know
weight
if
on it.
They do.
Yeah,
Because
well,
sometimes
do they still do? Is it still really important in social
is.
media?
I mean,
It
TikTok's
is.
really big. Reels is really big now on Instagram.
Reels.
What's Reels?
Oh, reels, like the
Oh.
reels that you do.
Yeah, people get paid to post on Reels.
Well, that's
now
how
on
we had a
Instagram.
wine that came out, and the only promotion we did was Instagram Live, and it did well. So
I loved you
know.
guys live. You guys would drink. I remember the one to watch you guys
Oh
was
my
fucking
God.
amazing.
That
I
was
forgot where it
dicey.
was.
A
It was
little
just
dicey.
so.
It was at her house.
So
It was
stupid.
fun, but it
We'll
was
be
dicey.
doing more of those if
Yeah.
we sell more wine. I'm sure.
We're talking in talks with expanding that whole aspect.
What's the wine called?
Gangster Goddess.
Okay, that's your one. Okay,
yeah,
yeah,
that's
right,
our
yeah,
brand.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. And that goes well.
Chris says it's so nice.
Gangster
Gangster
Goddess.
Gangster
Goddess.
Goddess.
I'm like, Gangster Goddess.
Yeah, Gangster Goddess.
And if you guys, so maybe you guys move somewhere, you guys will maybe do something together again, like a pod together, right? You guys living by each other?
We
You never
don't
know,
know.
right?
We- know.
She is like, she writes me all day. The property tax in Texas is negotiable. It's
You're
negotiable,
pushing, girl.
Dre.
I'm pushing
It's,
because you know why? Because listen. It's very rare that you come across someone who actually a friendship. That's especially in women in the whole
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
It's tough. So I do not like Tennessee for me to live in personally, but it'd be much
But the
easier.
property tax in Tennessee
me to
is
move to
$6,000 on a giant home.
Okay, well then you have
As
to be
opposed
happy
to the
in
property
your skin.
tax in Texas, that's $30,000.
I know, it's crazy.
And these days, I don't work that
Ooh,
much.
yeah. You know what? I'd be into selling my house and going somewhere like-minded people and
Yeah.
just starting a little community there.
Yes.
It sounds awesome, right? Like just
Well, that's what I
Buying
would
some acres.
like is to have, a lot of people that are like-minded that would all end up in the same place. I feel like that's what happened here.
yeah, me too.
A lot of my East Coast friends ended up here. We all wanted a certain way of life. We
Yeah.
were sick
Yeah.
of freezing our balls off in New York and
Yeah.
the East
Totally.
Coast. Came out here, and then we didn't know if we really could jive with the folks out here. Probably didn't, so we all
Yeah.
sort of stuck together.
It's true.
100%.
If you're a musician, you have that tribe, if you have,
100%.
East Coast people. So we sort of did that. And I feel like this next chapter, turning 50, like this is the next move, man. Like,
Yeah.
where are we going? Let's have another party somewhere else. This shit's played out now.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard, but I think I could leave California.
Yeah.
It'd be hard.
I don't know if I could leave and move not knowing anyone. Like I don't, you know what I mean?
That's why
Like
we gotta do it together.
I
Yeah,
know
for
that's why
sure.
I'm trying to
Well,
course
that's the
for every
thing.
day.
But I don't know that I can afford to come from this financial
Yeah.
pressure that I was under here in
It's
LA.
crazy,
Like it was
yeah.
tough for me in the lockdown.
Okay.
I need to work when I gotta go, and I'm a single mom.
Yeah,
I take care
yeah.
of the kids by myself. Took care of the old lady,
Yeah.
funerals, all kinds of things in the lockdown.
Went through it,
No
yeah.
income. I was just and then the flood. And I've been fixing
Wow.
everything myself.
Damn.
Even though insurance has to kick in, but it's been tough, man.
I
So
feel-
no, I
So
don't
the-
want to pay
You know,
$30,000 prop tax.
all the
Yeah.
actors and I feel like musicians, actors, musicians, composers, the whole realm that was project based and live events or
Yeah.
performance, they got, I mean, everyone's probably like, boo hoo, you guys. But like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
just speaking for personal, with my husband too. And I was in live events.
Yeah.
It hit us the hardest. Well, no,
100%.
not the hardest, but it hit us hard.
I feel
right?
like we're the bottom of the list, musicians and all that stuff. is the
Yeah,
bottom
unless
of the
you're
list.
Brad Pitt or in that level of
Well, they
pay
have a
scale.
reserve. We don't have a. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not the kind of actor that goes for the reserve.
But
Yeah.
it's
You
like
know,
there's
I'm
like
just-
I'm
I'm paid to play,
Yeah.
paid to feed people.
It hit
I mean-
it hit that middle ground really hard of entertainment.
100%, man.
Because we don't because of where we live, it's so expensive.
Of course.
So unless you're top Brad Pitt, Jennifer Aniston, you're
Yeah.
okay. But that's why everyone else is moving from LA.
I know, but live shows is so important, man. The music, live music.
So
My
What was the word
boyfriend
that we
didn't play
used?
for 2 years. How long did you not play for?
I haven't been on tour for 2 years. Right now, this month was in Europe tour 2 years ago in January 2020. Yeah. So
Are
last
you
tour we
about
did.
to hit it again?
I mean, we got shows. We got a show in LA March 5th with Pennywise. We announced today. That's awesome. Outdoors.
awesome.
And then we're supposed to go to England in April, and then some other shows. But I can't think about it. That's the one thing I learned in the pandemic is like don't stress about things I have no control over.
Exactly.
That's why I'm so happy I started this podcast before that. I have my merch. I've always been hustling besides my band. I never just counted on my band, even though I've been in the band 26 years. I've always tried to do other things. I'm really lucky, but like that's what it taught me. Like I can't stress about if I'm gonna go to Europe in April. I can't
because
think
you
about
just
it.
don't know what's going to happen.
I know,
and that's
I
my
can even go there
thing.
without.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't.
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
you don't know.
It's
By the way-
frustrating.
It seems like there are certain. I think England's all right. I think all them witches are hitting Europe soon.
Yeah.
They're relaxing on the
But now
in
they're,
the UK.
but they're canceling a lot of Canadian shows, which sucks because that's a big market.
It is.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Well, I appreciate you
know.
ladies being here, man. I
Thank
mean, I feel
you.
like I could talk to you guys for days. And
Yeah.
You
I
should
mean,
come to the show. You should
I want to.
You should come to the All Them Witches show at the Regent. No,
when's that?
the Regent?
No, the Mohawk.
No, that's Austin.
Come to Austin, actually.
No.
That's the
Oh,
show.
come to Austin. That's January 22nd.
You gonna be out there for that?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
but no, the Regent is here on the 26th
It is.
or the 26th. It's
I
here.
don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know.
what night it is, but if you want,
And then
they're
Pappy
awesome.
and Harriet's. When is Pappy and Harriet?
They're like sludgy, sex, dirt, stoner rock.
Do you have any any favorite bands? Like
All-
influences?
All them witches.
Okay, yes, of course.
I mean,
I'm Black Sabbath was
Mine-
always my favorite.
Yeah.
So All Them Witches has
That vibe.
those sort of vibes with that sexy, slow, hard vibe.
Yeah. What about
I
you, girl?
mean, my first. You're gonna laugh at me, but my first
Sean
concert
Cassidy.
ever.
What's your first concert?
Genesis.
That's sick.
Genesis. I
That's
love.
badass. That's
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
Both
it's good.
Peter Gabriel and Phil Collins.
Wow.
Phil Collins was a
That's
great
great.
My
drummer.
first
Yeah.
concert was Sean Cassidy.
Yours was Sean Cassidy?
To do Run, Run, Run.
Oh my
Holy
gosh.
shit. That's pretty amazing. That was your first one to do Run. He was a heartthrob.
Loved him. I just showed Bam a video of him singing that song, and I was like, "This motherfucker has buck teeth." Of course, I
you
loved
You
love
guys,
him.
you guys don't have buck teeth, by the way. It's
We have
fucking,
big
you guys
front
have great teeth,
You
man.
have cute teeth. You have very young teeth.
I just want to say I'm proud of myself for not totally geeking out on you about Sopranos. I did my best. I didn't go through all my notes. I kept it professional.
You can
You
ask
did
more
good. You
questions.
did good.
I don't care.
I just want to totally nerd out about it. You know what I mean?
I like
can.
that.
I just love it so much. I don't know where to fucking start. I'm just
Aw.
psyched to finally meet you and have you here. Both you guys here. It's awesome. But I'll definitely be on your podcast when that starts. When that's going to be.
Oh yeah, you will. You might be a host on
You're
it.
hosting it,
By
too.
the
I have
way.
to move out of here though. I have to leave Cali for that.
Oh, who
Right? I have
knows?
to leave.
No, we could just virtual. Everything's virtual. It's
Yeah,
all good.
soon.
Pajama
They're gonna shut us
Pants.
down again. Don't worry.
Pajama Pants podcast. Who's her?
Oh yeah, they do Zoom.
They all do
I
Zoom.
Yeah,
like
she
in
just
person.
moved to Austin.
I know.
Another
Made that
one.
move, right?
Another one bites the dust.
She's doing good out there. She
Her-
likes it.
Their
Okay.
realtors showing us houses.
Okay. Let's see if you guys go first and see what happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. We'll be the
I know
guinea
my
pigs.
wife would do it in a hot second, man. Here's the thing too: if you're not working so much and you sell your crib here and you go there, you have extra. You can chill for a little while.
A little
less
bit,
stress,
yeah.
Less taxes, right? You can kind of.
Well, you can get.
It's way
Here
different.
you have to really hustle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't keep up with this hustle at my age right now. I sort of feel like,
Agreed.
yeah.
My biggest takeaway from this conversation though is that you never got royalties for Sopranos. That makes me so fucking mad. It just makes me mad.
I know.
know.
It just.
You should write a letter, Toby.
I've had people on this podcast before that say I wrote this song, I did this, I got no money from that too, and that makes me mad. But
I know.
But Sopranos, dude.
I know.
You should be
fucked up.
swimming in
so-
it.
And that's nothing you can change. Nothing you do. Anything going back.
People think I'm fucking loaded, and
That's a big misconception, huh?
yeah, people think I'm loaded, and actually every single show, with the exception of Joey, I really didn't make any money on.
You got your real money at Joey. That's why I bought your crib. Yeah, yeah.
And
That's-
it wasn't
Thank you,
even,
Joey.
And even Joey wasn't that much. That wasn't, it wasn't even that much money. It's just that it was 21 episodes.
Fuck.
But the other shows were 12 episodes, 12, 13.
And it's the same for everybody on Sopranos. Not this, or this is just your personal deal. You think?
No, Jim
Okay,
got
yeah.
residuals and David Chase.
Yeah.
And I don't know about
Anybody
Lorraine
else?
and Edie. I have no idea. But the rest of us did not.
That's crazy.
It's so fucking insane how much gets played, how much.
Christopher didn't.
It's part of
Christopher.
American
I don't
fucking
know.
history, man.
I don't know about him either.
I know the kids didn't, right? They
the
said
kids
that.
did not.
That's crazy. Jamie Lynn.
Oh, dude.
Those guys were
Christopher's in the
like.
band too, right?
Who?
What's this? He's in the band.
Imperioli?
Yeah, he's in the band.
I always
Jersey's
called
gonna
them
play
Moltisanti.
I know he plays shows and shit. I heard like he plays.
Yeah, I think so. I've heard that.
I'm really shocked you never did music.
I know people are.
You can be like a
but
badass.
but
Both
I
you
did
guys.
do music.
You what?
She does music.
Okay,
I do the music, Toby.
I'm just saying though, because it
She's the
seems like
music-
it's her
she's
passion
the music
though.
I'm the
fluffer.
muse.
She's the music fluffer.
I'm the muse.
Fuck.
Yeah,
and
I'm
also,
the fluffer.
if you ever want tattoos, my friend, he met you before. He's got bada bing on his knuckles. Dan Smith.
No.
He's from New Zealand. He has a great shop called Captured. I told him I'd give him a shout on this
Can
podcast.
we go?
He met you before somewhere. He showed it. He used to work at. He was on Cat Show for years. LA Ink. But he's got bada bing.
Let's go get tattoos.
Big
right?
fan.
That's funny.
Let's go.
Incredible tattoo artist. Incredible shop.
I
and
want
cat-
my
and-
son and my daughter's name on me.
Dude, we
and
got
we should
you,
get
girl.
Gangster God.
Dude,
Oh my God.
when's the last time you got tattooed?
Not
Oh
that
my
long
God.
ago.
No, me?
Yeah, you got when you
Do
broke
you still
up.
get tattoos?
When you broke up with the
Oh,
last
you
ex,
gotta cover up.
You got a tattoo. Oh, right here, right here.
Oh, the Awen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a real tattoo.
It's
Well,
not.
it's a tattoo.
It's a cover up or
It's a
something.
fucking dot and a line.
Did you
Oh.
have a man's name on you? You guys?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Oh no, I do.
You
I
have-
have shooters. I have shooters initials.
This
Yeah.
is Dave. Look at my tattoo. It's the
Yeah, it's
tiniest
cute.
I have
thing.
names all over me. What am I
Yeah, you
talking
do.
about? What are you? It's a fucking yearbook. But yeah, I have shooters initials here.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
nice.
And I got that in Austin.
Oh, you did?
And
See?
these
That's
mother-
fate, man.
I know. And these motherfuckers, they called in another guy, said, Shooter and Dre are getting tattoos, can come in, bring another guy in. And the guy they brought in to do mine never stopped talking and was watching a Queen documentary and never looked at my fucking wrist.
That's
and
horrible,
now the
man.
fucking Mahoney had to fix it or some
Mark
shit.
Mahoney,
He-
legend.
He fixed it, but it's still like you can't. But it's a good thing because you can't see.
You can't
shooters
see
initials in it.
anything.
He's a badass.
That was
Mark Mahoney. That's cool.
foreshadowing too.
What was that? Oh yeah,
The
Austin,
fact that,
too.
like-
Well, I always hit the shooter. I want to buy a place in Spicewood, Texas, and that's where we're looking.
Okay, good.
Oh, what's the area called?
Spicewood.
I'm not looking there. I don't know anything about Spicewood.
I think
It's
you're
on-
gonna
in
go.
the Pedernales. It's near.
You guys are really inspiring me because my wife's gonna be really proud of me because she will sell this in a second and we'll get out of here. It's just change. Change is so scary, but it's so important.
I'm ready
Like
for
that
it.
change. It's scary, right?
The weather thing bums me out.
Oh, stop it.
The weather thing. What?
Don't
here?
be a pussy.
No, leaving here bums me out.
Oh,
The
yeah, I know.
weather.
Are you really gonna
Yeah.
do it? You think?
I'm out. There's no question. I can't even afford to pay
But
for
she
my house
doesn't know where she might be going to Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tennessee's great. I have a lot of friends there.
Yeah, it might be Tennessee because I just can't. I don't want to make a lateral move where I just can't afford to live without being on the top fucking TV shows
Yeah.
these days. Like I don't want to have to act if I don't want to.
You
I
still
don't want-
audition for things all the time, or just you picky about it?
Not that much, really. I
Yeah.
mean, with the Zoom thing, that's become. I've never auditioned in my life really until this whole pandemic.
Wow.
This was exciting that I got to all of a sudden be a part of this auditioning world, and I
Yeah.
could do it in my living room.
That's awesome.
And
That's
I actually
amazing.
enjoyed it because it gave me a chance to act. Because
Yeah.
I was so bored.
I know.
Fuck, man.
And the only part that I came close to getting was right when Monkey was dying. So,
I remember seeing that. Sorry about that. I remember the whole thing. Yeah. It was,
yeah. So that was like, yeah. I've been doing a lot of indie stuff, but I'm used to being on TV
yeah.
and having a steady paycheck.
What about a documentary about your life? Or would you write a book ever?
Oh my God, people have wanted me to do that. I feel like I would hurt a lot of people if I were to say anything about a lot of things, but
It'd be really straightforward. Yeah.
I just have no edit buttons. I don't do press. I really
She
don't do
doesn't.
press. And doing
It's
a
what people
podcast
love about
was
it.
Yeah,
hard
me
for
too.
me to do
Yeah.
because I have to zip it up.
Yeah.
Fucking big mouth.
I mean, I think
Not a
that
big
You've always
mouth,
been
like-
like that, though.
Not like a big mouth, like I would talk shit on you, or I would,
No, no.
or I would
Yeah.
tell your secrets or something. Never that. It's just my
You're
own. I would tell my own
you're
secrets.
you're just like you lay it all out there.
I
I
like
think
that
that's
too,
why our
man.
podcast was successful.
And that's why I like it's very therapeutic, man. It's talk
Yeah.
about things. People get to know me
Yeah.
from just hearing me talking, not from my post, but this is just me in my
it's
kitchen.
free talk.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We just have a conversation.
I like it.
All right, I'm gonna have you back again, though. All right, and we really get deep diving on some shit
I like it.
because I feel like I'm just trying to like be professional right now.
No, I want to
But
see.
now I know like we're both
I want
hypochondriacs.
to see you nuts.
We're
I wanna
both
see-
I know. I want to
sensitive.
see you act crazy.
We're
I do.
Toby.
We're gonna, you know, what we're gonna do.
You won't understand me.
We're gonna bring him coffee.
That's what I'm saying.
We're gonna bring him
You
coffee
can
next
get him
time.
high. That's
Yeah,
I
I'm
haven't
gonna
had
get 'em
coffee
all
since last March.
caffeined up. I'm gonna.
It fucked me up, man. I would get shitty. I get jittery. I have to
Jittery.
go to the bathroom. I get dehydrated. I have to take a
gosh, so
fucking nap.
happy. You're like my boyfriend, actually. He's the same way.
You
Okay,
get like
shittery
that
and
too.
His
jittery.
hands are all. I'm like, you're fucking almost 7 feet tall. Why are you shaking so much?
I can't do it, man. I can't do coffee,
my
man. That's the only thing I put in my body that's bad.
What about chocolate? Do you eat chocolate?
I do.
Are you
But I can only eat like vegan chocolate, which is like fucking dark chocolate or
But that's great.
or some
the
vegan shit,
Hue,
yeah.
That brand Hue. Do you ever eat that?
what is it?
Hue, H-U.
Oh my god! Always you
Maybe.
guys come back to food all the time.
Oh my
I'm
gosh, it's the
starving.
best.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Are you gluten free too or something or no?
No,
Okay,
I'm not
okay.
anything free. I eat
Okay.
everything. I eat meat. I eat everything.
Anything free?
I eat
Nothing for free.
Nothing is free in
Nothing
my
is
life. That's
free.
why I'm broke these days.
It's true.
Nothing's been free.
Fuck, man.
Um,
Oh my god.
But
What else
yeah.
is next for you
Huge
guys? Oh, I
outlet.
guess we're gonna hang out. We should go hiking or something. Do something
I
real
would
life.
love that. Yeah.
You go hiking now?
well now that my lungs are healing a little bit, yeah. I love going hiking with her, but I can't keep up sometimes.
Yeah.
But then sometimes I'm the one who can.
Yeah.
bring
I'll
her.
keep it casual though.
Yeah, we'll keep it casual.
You can
I like
talk.
to start at the top of the mountain and go
She's
down.
so cute. She's so, we
What hill-
just talk the whole
What hill do you
time.
guys go
It's a
to?
lazy
Which what?
Italian.
You're lazy, huh? It's crazy. You've been smoking your whole life. You don't even look like a smoker. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, I got it all. I got all this action around my
No, you
my
don't.
mouth.
Please.
You look good. You guys look good. You guys are aging well. Is that a compliment when people say that to women? You're aging well. People say that to me.
I think
Is
that's
that a
good.
disrespect?
No,
or
I like
if
it.
it is, I'm sorry.
I'll take it.
I just can't believe.
Well, people
we're
say you look good for your
aging,
age.
dude.
You what?
I just can't believe we're fucking.
Oh my god, we were on
aging.
a Zoom a second ago about our
You guys
alcohol
the same
brand.
age?
I'm
she's
2
younger.
years
Okay.
younger. We were on a Zoom about this expanding our alcohol brand, and he said that. Spectre goes, "Look, they look really great for their age."
Yeah, is
I'm
that a
like,
diss?
Yeah,
Is
but
that-
no, but most people well, in this woke era, it might be.
Yeah, because I don't mean it like
Fuck
that. I'm saying-
We're fucking old
No,
school Italian bitches.
And then she says to these three guys, she's like, "I like the way you look. You guys are young." I'm like, that's ageism. You
And I'm
just
like,
did it
fuck
back to back.
ageism. Who gives a
I
fuck? I
know,
like the fact
dude.
that you're young. I don't want a fucking 90.
Could you imagine
Is that
if
ageism?
wait,
Fucking
stop.
tell-
Could you imagine if an old dude, if someone walked into a corporate America, an older chick, and he's like, "I don't like the fact that you're old. Get out of here."
But I said to the guys, I
different,
like that you're young because I'm fucking old.
You were
Come on, I bring it
Yeah.
back.
That
I
was
bring it
reverse.
back.
Ageism.
That
that's
was
right.
reverse ageism.
Oh,
What
So you
just
can't give
did.
a
I can't
compliment and
keep
say you
up
look well for your
anymore.
age.
Not, you
you're
can't say
aging
shit
well.
anymore, Toby.
can't
You
keep
can't
up.
But
say
why is that?
anything anymore.
That's why I love Dave Chappelle. He's saying everything he wants.
My God, you should
I
hear
love
what I
that
say.
my daughter, she prefaces everything with, I don't want you to think that I'm, all the things that I'm not. I don't want you to think that I'm a Republican. I don't want you to think that I'm sexist. Or I don't want you to think that I'm against this or against that. Like every single fucking word that comes, because they're so paranoid to not be cool.
Or
And I'm
perfect,
like-
or like
I'm like,
accepted.
I hate all these titles.
I know.
The he, the she, them. You can't talk.
Let's go. Let's fucking
Chris is
go
about
right
to get
now.
canceled.
Cannot.
Fuck this shit.
Wait,
up.
this is not
Come on,
Toby. This is not
you've been
Toby's.
holding back. Let's
Let
go.
me just say this: you cannot talk about a singular person in the them. What does that mean? Like, I'm gonna
single
say,
yeah.
it's so weird for us old people.
But I'm still learning, and I'm gonna get canceled right now. But she just keeps fucking trying to fucking drill into my head. There's gender, and then there's sex, and I'm like, oh fuck me, like this
Yeah.
is too fucking. This is too much. I
confusing.
need more bandwidth for this.
Yeah, it's
I'm like, I'm
confusing.
just not gonna leave my house.
I don't like it.
Or I'm gonna go find like 50 acres in the backwoods
Yeah.
of Tennessee
That's
and
what I'm
never
saying.
fucking leave again.
But I like that the kids are educating us on that. True.
Yeah, there's got to be a
And
learning
I
curve
liked it.
for the
I liked it
older
when I was a
people.
kid. You get called a fag or gay for being punk or different. But now kids at Max's school, they'll call you out for being homophobic.
Yes.
And they stick up for their friends who are gay. I love that.
I do like
that's,
that.
Yeah,
That's super cool.
100%. But at the same time, we grew up where we walked out our door. Like my daughter will say to me, like, what is the obsession with my friends that have to change their fucking pronouns to fit in? What about our friends that really are gay? You know, like, what does that say for our friends that really do, you know, that really are transgender? She's like, you're just taking away from their fucking experience, like jumping on the on their backs and like, it's me too. I'm like that too. So the kids are genuinely fucking confused, and they don't. And my kid is always standing on the outside looking at everyone, and she's saying, you know, I used to walk out of my apartment door in Manhattan, and you know, it wasn't a big deal to say to mommy's friend, oh, look, fucking to call her tranny.
Yeah, back then, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we were like, what the
different
fuck?
Time, man. I know.
Totally
We would,
time.
they would call me a guinea, and she'd be a tranny. I was like, holy shit, this is the way we fucking talk to each other. And now, it's like,
you have to be a comedian. If you're not on stage with a mic.
Well, Dave Chappelle, I mean, he's fucking setting it off. My son's best friend's Republican. He calls him Todd the Republican. Shout out to Todd the Republican. But my son's not like that. But they're best friends. They surf together.
Yeah.
They have intelligent conversations about different things.
Yeah.
And I love that he hangs out with all kinds of people like that.
That's
you know
awesome.
what I mean? Yeah. Like,
you gotta have conversations. That's the whole thing.
That's
People
what we're missing.
stop talking.
Well, people are trying to put
everyone's afraid.
People are trying to put everyone in a category. The same way we're all trying to figure out what pronouns everyone needs to be called. I feel like also there's something happening with the kids where if someone says something that might not be in the homophobic category, they're labeling these kids and, you know, coming down on different people. Everyone wants to label and categorize
and
everything.
Cancel people quick too.
And cancel people quick. It's so sensitive
terrible.
that it's making people anxious and
Kids
neurotic.
you can't be
the
yourself.
Pope said something crazy.
Who
did? The Pope did.
Recently.
Yes, he said
I know what you're saying,
it was
too.
good.
It was good.
He said it was good. He goes, you're replacing identity with I fucking screenshotted it. I don't know what the fuck it was now.
So now we're going.
So the Pope's saying some shit.
I don't
now.
know anything about the Pope, so I'm not even gonna.
But he said something, and it was awesome.
It was they called it an anti-woke statement.
Oh, wow.
But it was, and now I'm not giving the quote because my phone is turned off because it was beeping too much.
Thanks,
Thank
Toby.
you.
But he actually said something about replacing identity with being peace. I don't know exactly what he says, but it was more about it was cool. Anyway.
Yeah.
My daughter has so many feelings about the politics of the world right now. She's not a regular 14-year-old.
No, she's never been a regular.
And she's very, I mean, she's quiet at school. I mean, she's not even doing well because she feels like it's hard to be quiet.
Yeah.
Because she wants to have conversations.
She's like you.
She wants to talk about it. Yeah, and not to disagree. Like,
she is amazing.
Like, so what if we disagree? It's okay to disagree.
We can't do that no more, man.
It's a beautiful thing to disagree. That's what creates balance.
You're going to hold it all in, and then people are going to go crazy one day.
I feel like the world's so separated, man. It sucks, man.
It really is. And it's
a bummer. I don't know how we're going to get out of it either. I just don't know what's going to happen next. You know?
I think we need to realize that we're all in this together, and there are other things that are a lot more fucking toxic and evil than each other.
See, my optimism thinks that somehow it's going to come back around. I really do. I really feel like it's going to correct itself. I don't know how, and I hope it's not something crazy.
Yeah.
But I do feel like, I don't know. I have hope.
I have hope too.
Defund the media, man.
Defund the media.
Defund the media. Wow. Yes.
Because I think that's
hashtag defund the media.
That's the beginning of separating.
You might have started something. Yeah.
You know?
Well, I mean, we lost 600 cops in Los Angeles County. I mean, you figure defund the media might.
I just feel like the media is really fucking with us right now. That's all. It's really hard.
It's power. There's so much power. Right?
Wow,
it's like we're hypnotized right now.
Well, fuck, man.
Anyway.
Well, thank you, ladies.
He's like, anyway, I'm going to cut that out.
No, leave that shit in.
Cut that right
awesome.
the fuck out. Oh, he's like, fuck it. I didn't say it. Dre said it. They're going to be like, defund Dre. That's it.
Do you have sponsors? Shit.
I do got sponsors, but it's all good. I can edit this shit. Whatever, doesn't matter. Thank you, Liquid Death, my sponsor.
We love Liquid Death.
You guys, that's right.
By the way, I was telling you when I walked in, my husband and my son literally fight over it.
Over Liquid Death, yeah.
They love that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it is
cool
really
concept.
good. And my husband's now doing a deep dive into like the plastics and why, this is one of the first cans with the water, which is great. Yeah.
They're awesome company, awesome people.
I think that's why Burr drinks it too all the time.
It's a sparkling,
It fucking looks like Robbie does the art on it.
I mean,
Oh,
it's
really?
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Robbie's doing something with them.
Oh, really?
I think so. I think because they sent him a bunch of water.
Yeah, they
at
hire
one
artists to
point,
do
too.
things all the time.
I need
Yeah,
more
yeah.
But
water.
it looks
I
like
need
I
more
got
Robbie's
you.
water.
art.
We can,
Thank
you can
you.
pull up to my garage. I'll give you. My whole garage is full.
Oh my God, Dave would
my God.
I
flip
fucking
out.
got
I
you.
am gonna do.
No, I
I'm
got
gonna
you.
take a
I
case.
got
I
you.
would love
I
it.
get you anything you want out of there.
Oh my God, I love it.
Well, thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate
For
it.
having
This is a
us.
long time coming.
Yeah,
But we should hang out in real life for sure. Let's definitely hike or do something or
absolutely.
talk more shit, drink some caffeine.
I'm about to eat your snacks in your kitchen.
Whatever you want, girl.
I'm about to eat right in this fucking microphone.
Oh God, I got some more.
I'm gonna go through my notes. I'm pretty sure I covered everything I want to talk about with you guys.
Oh, look, he has notes just
I
like
have
we
so many
did.
fucking notes, dude. I just want to make
That
sure.
gives me
Remember, we had so many
I
notes.
love the
That
combo.
gives me anxiety.
So he could see
I
them.
loved our
He's
flow.
and he has glasses on.
I have all my shit. I'm looking at all
Oh,
my
he
stuff.
wears the
hanging out.
Caddis Life glasses,
Yep.
too.
I got you. You guys wear them too?
Huh?
They sponsor me. I got you. You already got them?
We have some, but
Dude,
I'll
I got
take
my
a
own.
pair.
I got my own coming out, girl. I got my
you
own
ain't
coming
got
out.
You have your own coming?
Yeah, it was this year. My own coming
You
out.
do.
That's
That's
awesome.
I want the ones that you do.
Dude,
That's awesome.
I'll give you guys anything you want. I love that.
Aw.
Yeah,
Gangster
we'll
Goddesses.
take the Tobies.
We'll
you, can
take the
listen, you can
Tobies.
still listen to Gangster Goddesses. Still online. You can listen to those episodes. I thought they were great.
Thank
they were
you.
awesome.
The
Made
drunkest
women's out
episode.
there. You did 17 episodes of Gangster Goddesses, right?
We
And
did?
like 21 have made women.
We did
Wow.
that many? No wonder why we
I did my
almost
deep
killed
dive. I
each
did
other.
that.
Oh my God. Oh,
We covered a lot today. I'm
That
really
gives me
excited.
anxiety.
Toby, we almost killed each other.
We're doing the pod.
like
Oh,
sisters,
yeah.
but yeah.
I
yeah.
loved it though. I was just.
It was
I
just
don't
too
know.
much stress, but we're not gonna get back into that.
No, I know.
But look how simple this is right here.
I
His-
just
his
upload it to my
table.
Dropbox and then I upload it to my friend in North Carolina and my friend from New York, whatever, and he edits it for me. That's it.
Done.
It's done.
What do you edit out? Do you make notes?
Or if you guys
used to
want
put
some
the
edit out, you can tell
commercials
me
in.
later. Yeah, just put the commercial and that's it.
Did you might want to delete defund the media.
I mean, I think it's kind of sick.
Should I say it again?
think
So,
it's
hold on.
kinda-
Let me
I-
just
I
fuck
think
up.
that's
Let me
fucking-
just keep
Do
fucking up
not.
this microphone.
No, I think it's
Don't
really
edit
awesome.
that
You
out.
said-
That's
Nobody, I never heard
not
anybody say that
awesome.
before. You
No.
might have started some hashtag shit.
You might have.
I don't know. I
We're,
want to come
we're
on
working
yours.
on merch of that nature.
Oh, you are?
We are.
Okay. This is what I want to do. I want to come on your podcast. I want to drink coffee and have it like
Maybe
just
we'll
talk
play
shit with you guys.
Toby, maybe we'll play this podcast on our podcast too. We'll
Sick.
drop it.
Whatever
for
you want.
Toby, I think that when we do our podcast, the next one, it should be in the waiting room after we both have had colonoscopy.
Oh
Sick.
my God.
You definitely got to get one. I'm connected with the doctor. I swear to
definitely
God.
gotta
Wait
get
until I
one.
move.
Wait, he's acting like this is like a merch. You definitely got to get
No,
it.
she has to
I
get.
know
Yes,
you
she,
do.
it's part of our life. We have to get it.
No,
dude.
she needs a
No, I'm so
mammogram.
old.
She needs this, and she's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna wait till wherever I move." No,
We have so many similarities that like we're not scared of the world. We're upset by the world. We want to speak out about it. We're also hypochondriacs. We stay in a little bubble. We're so emotional. I have such a.
I don't know if I could be friends with you both.
I just never. I did not expect that. I just. It's just crazy, dude.
You guys have a lot of.
Yeah, I love you guys.
Synergy.
Sorry,
I was
guys.
just
I'm
coughing
still-
in the pod. Oh my God,
I'm
we're gonna
still
cancel
coughing
it.
the fucking coronavirus up
You made
in
it through though.
Tony's
You made it
kitchen.
through.
Yeah.
Now you guys didn't have the antibodies like me. We made it through.
We're good.
And now
Yes.
we're fucking superheroes, according to us.
Yep, according to us.
Till something else leaks out.
No, we're fine. All right, ladies. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks, Toby.
You can find these ladies on social media somewhere, whether they're gonna look at it or not, or see it, or post it, or read what you send them. Who fucking knows? But they're on there. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Hey guys, thanks for listening. Please rate, review, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed yet to this podcast, please do that. And whatever platform you are listening to this on, I'm glad you found me. You can rate me and review me on there also. So thank you guys sincerely for the support. I cannot wait for you guys to do the next one.